today on Divorce Court.
Yeah, since the last time we was here, I honestly listened to the judge and I backed off. Okay, but you still a little guilty. And this is probably why you brought me here, but it's okay.
Today we are back in divorce court to find out if Matthew is mine. I have serious doubts.
You know that's your baby. Come on now.
Well, it's sources that say otherwise, so...
Don't do that.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Malcolm Virgil and Olympiada Jackson, Ms. Jackson. And you two were here before. I remember you. You're back again. We always love to know what happens to people, so I love it when they come back, but you have a new issue altogether. But before we get to that, I'm going to take a look at what happened the first time you came. The first 6 months, you trusted him. And then you got pregnant by accident, right?
Well, no.
On purpose?
It wasn't on purpose. It's just, we wasn't using protection or anything like that, so I knew it was going to happen, so I was always the black sheep.
Black sheep, in what way?
Not so much as nobody wanting to, just be there for me when I need them to be there for me. He does that sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, whatever. And when he be like that, that makes me want to just, grab my bag and just go about my business.
I remember you, Ms. Jackson. I remember talking to you after that was over. And I remember telling you to get a broader and bigger and better life, and that you were more than the sum of what has happened to you in the past. Did any of that sink in? Did any of that help?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear that. My question now is, Mr. Virgil, what seems to be the problem now?
Well, Judge, after we left, after the show aired, I found out that some messages in her cell phone stating that from one of her exes, that that I'm the baby's father. Her family also contacted me and let me know that she was cheating on me with the ex around the time that she conceived.
Ms. Jackson, were you aware of these people communicating with him, telling him that he's not the father of the baby and that you've been cheating?
Well, ma'am, the family members here talking about don't really want us to be together anyway. So that part...
Why don't they want you to be together? Just
for no
reason.
The age difference, so...
Yes, and just to be clear, he's 21 and she's 35.
36.
36 now,
36
okay.
Now. Yes.
So what about the ex? Did he, in fact, contact Mr. Virgil?
Not so much Mr. Virgil. He did come through my Facebook page, but...
And what did he say when he did?
He said that my son could possibly be his son, but it's no way. It's no way.
Yeah, and I got pictures. The baby is light-skinned. I'm dark-skinned.
That's fine,
And the ex was also light-skinned as well.
So you think because the baby is light-skinned and she's dark-skinned and you dark-skinned that couldn't be yours?
Where the light coming from?
Oh.
Yeah, to look at that baby. That's his baby. Regardless of the skin color. Baby. That's his son.
I tell you, my last son, my husband, same color I am. My last son looked Asian. I swear, he was just really straight hair, and just.
He says he looks Mexican. I don't see it.
Yeah, you can't tell. They don't like that. Genetics are deep. Stuff jumps around and kicks over and lays down for a minute, then pops back up. That's how that kind of thing works. You think he's jealous of the baby? Explain that to me.
He is. It's been so many occurrences. I was giving attention to the baby when a family member came over. He got upset, pushed stuff over, left out of the house. It was the time I was feeding the baby ice cream at the restaurant. Oh, you got it good, Gomez. I don't get that, Now,
Mr. Virgil, I have heard of this phenomena before. Do you feel a little left behind, number 3, because she's got the baby?
No, I don't. I mean, I say that, but it's not to make her, it's just conversation.
It's
you know,
true.
it's
No,
not.
hold up. People
It's
don't just
true.
have conversations like that about why are you in the back with the baby, and all that kind
Well,
of stuff. You do kind of feel that way, right?
Well, yes, I do feel sometimes she does go a little bit overboard when it comes to the baby. You know.
Give me an example
Last
of
night-
overboard when it comes to the baby.
Well, for instance, you know, if she decides we have something that we need to do as adults, sometimes we do have things that we need to do that a baby can't participate in.
Right.
So the baby needs to go to a babysitter.
Right.
She does not know how to take care of business and, you know, just let the babysitter do his job. She has to call 24/7. She has to, you know,
Check in on it.
all the time. And it's like, okay, well, you know, how do you plan on being
Well,
try
how
to be in a
old is the
relationship?
baby?
He's 10 months old.
He's 10 months old. Miss Jackson, your response said this is not your first baby, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It is your first
Yes,
baby?
ma'am.
Oh, there you go. That's it. We lose our minds with the first one.
She also calls me. She also calls me a part-time dad because I have to go to work and, you know, take care of business. I mean, you can't provide for a baby without, you know, going to work. So she feels as like I'm a part-time dad, but also, you know, a part of me, honestly, I'm kind of scared to get really close with him because I don't know if this is really
He's not
my
attached
child.
to my son.
Really? At any time, has she done something suspect with this ex or anybody else where you think, she's cheating on me?
Well, I feel like when he inboxed you that and you did not respond, that's basically telling me that why wouldn't you respond? I mean, if it was me and somebody inboxed me and say, "Oh, I'm the father of your child," you know, I'm gonna defend my. No, you're not. You know, she didn't say anything.
Because
this is a millennial issue, and I'm going to address it right now. People poke at you. They mess with you. They can do it because they can do it from their house. They don't have to even get dressed to get it done. And they start a little mess. And they make a little comment over here, and they got a little this over there, and then they draw you in. It's called trolling. It's what folk do who are unhappy, and they want you to be unhappy too. You do not engage trolls.
I just have a hard time trusting him.
Lately here, Mr. Virgil is not Mr. Virgil.
Who is he?
He's some type of credible hawk or somebody, because the slamming of the stuff, the kicking cars, and screaming out
So
loudly.
now you're telling me he's all of us become a man with a bad temper?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have a bad temper, Mr. Virgil? Now, as I recall, Mr. Virgil, I asked you to stop flirting and focus on her because she had a big hole in her heart. Did you do that?
Yes, I did. I did do that until, I don't talk to any other women, but as far as, us like living together in a relationship, no, we're not there because I don't feel that she's ready. I don't think she's ready.
You don't think? Now, you're 21. You don't think she's ready?
No, I don't. I don't think she's ready.
Tell me why you don't think she's ready.
Because for one, I feel like she still hasn't, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't, she's not working. She's not doing anything to fill that space. She's
just existing day to day.
Right, and she is getting a lot better with the, checking my phone and stuff like that, and she does do, but I feel like she's doing it for me, but I want her to do it for herself. You
don't want her just not do it because you don't like it. You want her not to check your phone because she trusts you.
Right.
And you want her to become a woman in her own right that has her own passions and her own desires, and you think until that time, you don't want to commit in a relationship.
Correct.
Showing up grown man over there. Now, Ms. Jackson, I do believe my advice to you was to live a more passionate, full, engaged, and multi-layered life. Did you, in fact, pursue that?
Yes, ma'am. I actually went and did the nursing,
Yeah, we talked about that. You went to nursing school.
Yeah, and on the day that it was time to sign up for classes and actually, go, I gave birth to the baby, so I couldn't pursue right away.
Right.
But I am.
Did you go back? Because the baby's 10 months now.
Yeah, well, I didn't rush back, but I got it in the works.
Shouldn't it be a little more than in the works? 10 months down the road?
Yes, ma'am. But I did get a little, sidetracked because Mr. Virgil, he's still up to his old, and
Tell me what he's still doing.
He's still flirting with women, new women, different women on his little social media, tell them how beautiful they is and good morning, princess, and all this stuff. When I feel as though if I'm doing what you're asking me to do, and why do you feel like, you need to still conversate with these women if I'm here? Yeah. I'm here, but, after I had the baby, he did, I did find some stuff. And lately here, Mr. Virgil is not Mr. Virgil.
Who is he?
He's some type of, I don't know, Credible Hawk or somebody, because he's crazy. I never saw this.
What kind of crazy is he?
Whew. The slamming of the stuff, the kicking cars, and screaming out
So
loudly.
now you're telling me he's all of us become a man with a bad temper?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Do you have a bad temper, Mr. Virgil?
No, I do not. I give her, my opinion into what.
No. Tell is the right verb. Baby, you trying to clean it up. That's all right. Go ahead.
I just give her advice, as far as what, needs to happen, because, like I said, as of now, we're not in a relationship, and the goal is to get back in the relationship, but like I said, certain things need to happen before that happens. So, for instance...
So, what you're telling me is you want to be in a relationship, but you don't think she's ready, and that certain things need to happen before you do. First, you want to know who the baby's father is. Mm-hmm. And we're going to find out, because I know we had a DNA test done. And then you want to list for me all the things you think she needs to do in order for you to re-engage. Do you really think that baby's not yours?
I don't know. I have my doubts. I mean, she is 14 years older than me.
And me.
She could have been asking me for my money. I don't know. I don't know.
You got money?
I have business, man.
So tell me what it is you need to see change in Miss Jackson before you can get back in a relationship with her.
Well, first and foremost, communication. I try to give, Miss Jackson some advice, the better way to go, but she seems not to never listen. And then, when we do have a disagreement, she needs to realize that she can hear my side. She just goes straight into, no, it's my fault. It's not always my fault. I can't do things for her. For instance, one time I asked her did she take her medication, and she said to me, no, because you forgot to pick them up out of the drawer. And I just didn't understand how that was my responsibility. Well,
let's ask her. Miss Jackson. Did he remind you to take your pills, and your retort was you forgot to pick them up out of the drawer?
Honestly, he didn't ask me. He more so told me, did you take your medicine? It's like, if I have the baby and I asked you to pick him up out of the bottom drawer, I can't go to the bottom and have the baby at the same time. So I'm not saying 100% is his fault. I should have,
Your medication is your responsibility.
Right.
I usually yell at dudes about this, but I'm yelling at you now. Your medication is your responsibility. And babies don't preclude you from action. You tuck them up. I mean, I can cook a meal, not a good one, but I can cook a meal.
You're right.
I can pick up a pill, pop it in my mouth, do all of that with a baby. It ain't like that.
She doesn't want to clean the house. I leave for work, and I tell her, I say, listen, can you clean the house? Since you're visiting over, since you're trying to be back in this relationship. But I'm not going to clean after
his friends.
No, wait, hold up. You're not living together?
No.
So you want her to come over and clean up your house?
His issue is I didn't do the dishes after the roommates. I didn't sweep up and vacuum after the roommates. I didn't take the trash out. I'm not the roommate's company. I'm your company.
Oh, she got a point there.
So his space is clean.
Yeah, she's not
and
a living
whenever we
maid.
live together,
but
the
if
house
you're in
is
the same room,
clean.
she take care of your space. She's not supposed to take care of Bob, Danny, and Tyrone.
Exactly.
The big issue, though, I think you can work through all those things. You say you are just not going to stay in the relationship or even attempt to continue this relationship if that baby is not yours.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Do you really think that baby's not yours?
Your Honor, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have my doubts. I mean, she is 14 years older than me.
And me.
You know, I have, like I said, my grandmother always told me, the older the wiser. But, you know, she could have been asking me for my money. I don't know. I don't know.
You got money?
I have business, man. You know?
Woo!
I had my first business since I was 18. So, I mean, you know, it's not many people who can say that.
Yeah.
So,
And
I'll just put it to you like that.
And I've been working 616, honey. Don't need your money.
Well, listen, I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to answer all the questions. So I'm going to let you know. So I have the DNA results. So we're going to just look at them.
Yanni, can I ask you a question before you read the results?
Uh-oh.
No, not like that. I just want to know that once he get the results, will he stop calling my baby Gomez and all these extra Spanish names and stuff? Because this is a Virgil. We're talking about a Virgil.
You called the baby Gomez?
I did.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the name Gomez if that's your name.
No,
but that's not his name.
It was just a conversation we had, and I did say, I was like, you know, he looked like a Gomez, or, you know, because he when the baby first came out, he did look like he was from...
You think he looks Hispanic?
Yeah, he did look like he was from Hispanic, but I don't just walk around every day calling. I know his last name, because he has the same last name as me. Gomez.
Now say the right thing when you see this. Only one right thing to say. Don't mess it up. Say the right thing.
I'm waiting.
Think it through.
I apologize to you, Ms. Jackson.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
I'm sorry that I put you through this.
So can we fix it now?
Yes, we can.
Can we fix it? Hallelujah.
I think he looks just like you. I really do. Yeah, a little lighter, but those eyes, I think he looks just like you. And I think he's probably going to look more and more like you as the days go on, but that's your baby.
His first word was Dada.
You know, I'm ready to...
Ready to be that?
You
know what, Mr. Virgil? You are one of the most mature 21-year-olds I have ever met.
Told you.
I just wanted you to know that I really appreciate that sense of self that you have about yourself. You carry yourself well. You're dignified. You're thoughtful.
I try to be Judge.
And I don't get that often in here. And I just wanted to applaud you for that. And I appreciate that. Some of the things he's telling you aren't too far off. About how you need to get yourself together, not just focus on what he's doing, but focus on your life and your growth. Because he doesn't want to hook up with a woman who's going to anchor him.
And I'm
he wants to hook up with women who can rise up with him.
Right.
And you got to show him that he can be that. You understand
You're
that?
right. You're right.
And I'm not going to tell love and take care of that baby because I know you will, because I know who you are. Congratulations,
Thank
this
you.
matter is adjourned.
I'm very happy that, you know, the baby came back that was mine. It took a lot of weight off my heart.
I already knew that.
But I still don't feel like, you know, we ready to, you know, propose. I'm ready to propose yet. You know, I think we still got a little bit more work that we need to do.
And you have some work too.
I agree. That's why I said we.
Today on Divorce Court.
Arthur doesn't communicate with me, he doesn't tell me what's going on, and he does things behind my back.
Ariana has to believe whatever I'm doing it for us.
He gambled away $10,000 that we had saved up for our kids.
The reason why I started gambling is because Ariana wasn't working.
I knew he gambled, but I didn't know that it was a habit.
I can see myself living with her forever, but she has to trust me because I was just trying to do the best thing for us to get money into the household.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Albrianna Turner and Arthur Washington. The two of you have been together for 2 years. You have no children together, but you have a child from a previous relationship.
Yes.
You guys have come to me on a before your vows. You love each other, you want to be with each other, but there are problems in the marriage, and you want my opinion on the viability of your union. So I'm going to ask you some questions and see if we can get to an answer. Ms. Turner, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got together and why you care about each other?
Okay. Me and Arthur met at a semi-professional basketball team that I worked for. We went out on the longest date you could think of. We went to the arcade. We had a great time. It was nice.
Did you do a good job on that first date, Mr. Washington?
Well, I did an excellent job, not just a good job. So
Get it right, yeah.
Absolutely.
Get it right.
So what it is, I gave her a lot of emotions, a lot of happiness on that first date.
Right.
To let her know that I'm a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
We spent the time like on the beach, a long period of time. I mean, a long period of time. Right. And so she never had that. She never had been held up under the sunset, you know? And then the sun was coming up after we left as well from the beach. So it was a 26-hour date that was unplanned. So.
But you liked her. I mean, no one goes on a 26-hour date without having feelings.
Because when I seen her, she was in her little tutu, looking all sexy and everything. So I'm like, let's have fun with it.
Right.
Let's make a great day out of it. And we didn't want to leave each other, so we just decided, hey, that one date made us be together for our entire 2 years right now.
Right.
And so we left California. We was living in California. We left California to start a new chapter because we left and went to Vegas. And then everything in Vegas kind of
turned around on you. When did you start to see problems?
The problems came when we moved to Vegas. He does have a gambling problem.
Not just a gambling problem.
Not just a gambling problem, but he does.
Give me an idea of the scope of the problem.
Within 2 months of us moving to Vegas, he gambled over $10,000.
It wasn't $10,000, man. It wasn't $10,000. Don't believe that.
Between $7,000 and $10,000, Your Honor.
Not at one time, but within the course of 2 months, he lost $10,000. Is that accurate, Mr. Washington?
No, very untrue. Okay, this is the thing. She didn't tell your part she wasn't working. Okay, she wasn't working. So I was working, and then money got low. Money got low, so I had to do something about it.
Right.
So the best thing I did was I would start gambling. She didn't tell you the part when I was winning and eating caviar and going out and buying clothes and be like, yeah, I'm Toler World, all on Snapchat. Like, I got all this, yeah.
Right.
But then she didn't tell you that part. I was winning. And then when I was losing, chasing the money, then she wanted to act like I'm the bad guy all of a sudden.
Now, did you endorse his gambling as long as he was winning? And did you enjoy the fruits of his labor?
I knew he gambled, but I didn't know it was a habit until we moved to Vegas. Like, meaning I work here in California, so I travel back and forth a lot to California. I left him the rent money, and he gambled it away, but it wasn't to my knowledge until I received the notice. Then I left him money for him to pay the light bill for 2 months. He gambled it away. When I came back from California, the lights was off. So it's not the fact that he's gambling, it's how he's doing it, it's what he's using, because that money is for our kids.
Yeah, to survive. Yeah,
right.
Now, Mr. Washington, did you gamble away the rent money? Did you gamble away the light money?
I got on partial of some of the money, not all of it. She telling me I gambled all the rent like we was out.
But the lights were out.
For a couple of hours, just a couple of hours,
because I had to have his back, Your Honor.
Right. Look,
did she come in and pay the light bill?
How can she pay a light bill if she's not working?
So how did she pay?
I don't know where you got it from some dude or something.
But she paid it, though. That's the point. You say you don't know where she got it from, but she paid it because she got it.
It don't matter. She paid it. Yeah. I bet I can say that. But
are you worried at all about how much you gamble?
No, I'm not worried because I'm a working man, and on the gamble I was just in the mode of gambling. I was just in that Vegas Vegas mindset of gambling, trying to chase the money.
When it became in his backyard is when it became the problem.
Listen, she didn't tell you about how she pawned all my stuff and threw my clothes over the balcony. Then we all embarrassed in an apartment complex, and then my clothes get stolen after she threw my clothes in the pool.
But you're not,
let me ask, what preceded you throwing his clothes in the pool and pawning all his stuff?
I was very angry that my kids, well, our kids have to witness our lights being off, and I was frustrated.
Stop.
I was frustrated that the way I found out that our rent wasn't paid, then I had to receive a notice. So I just was angry, and all his stuff was right there, so I just started throwing it. I didn't mean for it to get in the pool. I just
the answer to not having enough money is not messing up the money that you got. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just as irresponsible. I know that you were angry, but you guys got children that you're trying to take care of. You can't let how you feel, and gambling, getting stuck on gambling is a feeling problem. It made you feel good. It made it's not a logic problem.
Right.
And you had a feeling problem, and so you guys you can't feel so much and so vastly and so inappropriately that your kids ain't got lights. You with me on that one?
Someone close to me, one of my friends, is in the gay community. So he saw Miss Washington on one of the webcam sites. This particular site just happened to be a gay site.
When's the last time you lost a substantial sum of money?
About a month ago.
A month ago. And how much money did you lose?
Probably like $8,000 to $1,000.
$8,000 to $1,000. Can you imagine how much money you'd have in the bank, for a college fund or something, if you had taken all that gambling money and invested it somewhere? I mean, you could even just put it in the bank and let it just look at it.
But someone was winnings, someone was losing the winnings that I won.
But you always come out behind at the end of the day.
At the end, but not the beginning.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If you lose money, you lose money. We're going to leave that there. Mrs. Turner, you say that he was doing a webcam sex work behind your back. Explain to me what the webcam sex work is and how he got involved.
Well, someone close to me, one of my friends, is in the gay community. So he stated that he seen Arthur on the website.
So he was paying for me.
Hang on.
He saw Miss Washington on one of the webcam sites. This particular site just happened to be a gay site.
It's not a gay site. It's men and women.
We gonna get
dog,
to that.
cat. It's not
Okay,
gay.
got it. Go ahead.
So I guess he put to where everybody can see him. It doesn't matter who sees it.
No,
it's
they
just
pay
like
me.
he just. It's
Who pays you?
See, this what it is. It's a webcam and phone sex, right? Even when you want to talk to me on the webcam, or you want to call me and tell me your fantasy, right?
Yeah.
See, on my webcam, I have a category of things that you may like, things that you want to have. Select the things. So you tell me what you like, what you want. I read it and I just make it happen. I just make your mind, you know what I'm saying, wonder, at that moment.
Right.
I'm telling them how they want to be touched, how they want to be feel. Sometimes they just vent to me.
Right.
All day long.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm your best friend at that time.
Yeah, you into customer satisfaction.
Absolutely, 100% customer satisfaction.
Did you not let the woman that you married know how you were making money?
See, because I knew the reaction that I would get, because I got the reaction at the end. When she found out, I just told her, baby, look, I'm not touching these people. They're not touching me. I'm just making them feel good about themselves, right? Then she really get mad at me because she overhearing me talk on phone sex saying, oh, why you not doing me like this? And you don't got me on the jet. You don't got me on the yacht. I said, I don't got yacht money. I don't got jet money either. I'm a dollionaire, not a millionaire. You know what I mean? So I'm like, our sex is still going. Like, you have sex on the balcony, you have sex in the bathroom, you have sex in the kitchen, you have sex on the bus, you have sex anywhere. I make sure your fantasy is good.
That was so much more information than I needed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that the proposal was made and it went very south in a very public way. which is
Right.
what brought you here, trying to determine whether or not this relationship is going to work out. So I want to hear what happened.
One of his ex-girlfriends or whoever she was, she started going on talking about that she's his first and only true love, and so I called him.
Oh, so she called me. She cussing me out. Who is her? Who is her calling me, talking about, I love her and you love me? Who is that? Who is that?
So what happened with the proposal?
I proposed to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I gotta be doing something good. She gotta propose to me, huh? I still got the ring.
So, okay, you proposed and what happened?
We were on the Las Vegas bridge. He didn't know nothing about it. So I told him, oh, he come meet me at the bridge. I'm stuck right here. It was a couple of our friends who were there. It was balloons. It was a duet.
It's a really nice proposal.
Yeah, it was a duet singing one of our favorite songs. It was nice because he was that guy. And these problems didn't become problems until after that.
Yeah.
The skeletons didn't come until after the proposal.
Now, Mr. Washington, it was a beautiful proposal. Did you say yes?
I was like a girl inside doing this. Oh,
I
God.
wish he had
But I didn't show that affection.
Right.
I didn't show that affection because it was shocking to me because when I was just, we was around people talking, you know what I'm saying, about marriage and stuff, and I said, man, I'm never getting married unless a girl proposed to me, right?
Right.
And she overheard it, and when she
Took
did
the ball
it,
and ran with it.
yeah, it just ran with it.
How did it go south?
What happened after I posted it on Facebook, I guess one of his ex-girlfriends or whoever she was, she inboxed me. She said, I see you sent me a referral request, and I hope all is blessed and it's good intentions. I only know you through his nickname that he used in Memphis. So I was just like, you know, at first I didn't even know who he was. I mean, who that name was.
Right.
So I said, who are you talking about? So she put his whole government name first, middle, last. So I'm like, I know you know him because he don't use his middle name. So I know you know him. So she started going on talking about that she's his first and only true love. And she even said she knows his social security number. So at that point, I didn't even argue with her. I told her have a great day. So I called him.
Oh, so she called me. She cussing me out. Who is her? Who is her calling me, talking about, I love her and you love me? Who is that? Who is that?
He's not responsible for what some woman is fantasizing about that he used to know in his past. He's not responsible. There's no way in the world that you can stop that behavior before it starts. If he refuses to check it once it's begun, that's another thing. But apparently he did.
Right.
You know
and
what I mean? You got to be a full-grown woman if you want to be married. There's going to be free radical ratchet women out there all of the time who are going to try to start stuff and poke their finger in a hole, but you can't let them.
And she was ratchet.
That's what she wanted from you, was to cause friction between the two of you. And you let her.
And I ain't messed with her about 10 years ago.
So I'm going to let you guys do a 15-second profession of love, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about the prospects of this union. Now, normally, when I ask a couple in my Before Your Vows to do a profession of love, I start with the women, because Joe told me it's not fair to start with the dudes, because dudes are not used to expressing themselves like that. Women should go first. But Joe says, you are so glib and together that I can start with you and you can represent for the fellas.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Washington, I'm gonna give you a whole 20 seconds.
Okay.
For you to tell me with no negativity, no if, no maybe, no buts, no caveats, no contingencies, none of that, why she is the woman for you.
Well,
Go.
of course, well, she's the one for me because she loves my kids, for one. She takes care of my kids. We love sports. I love a woman that loves sports. She does a lot of things that I enjoy. You know what I mean? And I comfort her as well. I may have a gambling problem, but she always had my back no matter what we was always doing. So I love her for that. And I want this to continue, but I just don't want her to constantly not believe in me. But it's just a but. It's a but. But you know what I'm saying?
There's no buts in profession of love.
No. I'm cautious in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because,
But
like
I just wanted you to tell her why she was wonderful.
she's wonderful. She's all I need. Point blank. She's all I need. I don't need nothing
Well,
else.
that was a C.
Okay.
Mrs. Turner. Mrs. Turner, why don't you tell me, 20 seconds, why Mr. Washington is the man for you? No buts, no problems, no negativity whatsoever.
Well,
Go.
one, he took my son in as his own. He always been there since day one through thick and thin. He's an amazing guy, even though he has his little problems. I know we can get through them. It's just, I know that all in all that he's the one for me because he's always been there and he let me down, but he always was there to pick me back up.
Right. Okay. All right. Pretty good. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Let me tell you something. I like you. Well, I think you're kind. I think you're loving. I think you have a wonderful sense of romance. I think you care about one another. I think you're both really tall. I think if you need to take your gambling problem seriously, because you're too good of a man to get crushed under some nonsense like that. You got too much going for you. You're a great dude. Don't let that stupid mess knock you over, because it can knock over anybody if you don't take it seriously. Right. Gamblers Anonymous, I'm telling you. And you back him up on that. And don't get caught up. He makes some money and he wants to buy. I don't want that money.
Correct.
You know, don't feed it by applauding when he comes home with the extra cash. What you got to do is be a full-grown woman and say, I don't want no parts of none of that money, because it's going to end up making us broke. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're young. You need to be a little more mature. You need to feel something, think, then do. Don't feel, then do.
Right.
And then make you think about it later. You with me on that with 24?
Yeah.
You're young. So, and just, ain't nothing wrong with being young, but young is a silly thing. So don't do silly things, because you got a grown man here. You with me?
Yes.
You got to think about everything you're going to do before you do it. Don't just jump. Think. And then marry him. And I won't see pictures of the kids. I'll look up at them. Good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.
I'm definitely going to stop my gambling, because I don't want to hurt my family. I don't want to cause any more problems where we get divorced or fight any longer. So I'm going to make sure that I spend time with my family and make sure that I don't do anything wrong to sabotage my relationship any longer.
On Divorce Court today. After 2.5 years together, Tiffany and DeAndre are ready to call it quits. She says he is irresponsible and gets his friends and family all involved in their business. DeAndre claims she lies and cheats. Tiffany James and DeAndre Andrews have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court starts now.
Ms. James, you say that the problems in this relationship started when you were pregnant with your child, with the two of you's child. Why don't you explain that to me?
Well, basically, once I found out I was pregnant, he was proactive, said we're going to get an apartment together, we're going to raise this baby, we're going to do it right. Mm-hmm. He got an apartment for us. One morning, he's in the kitchen making me a plate for breakfast. I'm in the bedroom, so I decided to go through his phone. I go through his phone. He's texting some female saying, hey, I can't wait to see you Friday. I miss you. I can't wait to hug you. So I'm like, okay, what is this? So when I asked him about it, he said, oh, it's a friend using my phone. But the text message from that morning, he said, good morning. Hey, baby, how you doing? So if it's from your friend, you sent her messages this morning, so you're texting for him? He's like, yeah, I'm texting as him. But, oh, so you're in the bed with me, rolling over and texting her.
Mr. Andrews, is that the best you could come up with? Is I'm texting as a friend to somebody you really weren't involved with?
It actually was a friend.
Who was a friend?
The girl.
The girl was a friend?
Yes.
But you were texting as a friend of yours?
Yes, I was, yes.
And why would one do that?
I was covering up for him.
Covering up for him?
Yeah.
What did he need covered?
He had something else going on, so I was covering up for him, so.
And getting yourself in trouble.
I don't know how I get in trouble. That
Okay.
just a friend.
Okay.
Well, that didn't make any sense to me, Mr. Andrews. I think you just got caught. Why don't you tell me what other things were going on at the time that made you concerned about his fidelity?
Just basically, you know, him going out with his friends all the time, always locking his phone, and just basically being sneaky, but he claims he wasn't doing anything. So instead of him coming out and telling me the truth about anything, I felt like I had to snoop to find out what it is that I wanted to know, because he wouldn't tell me anything. His friends aren't going to tell me anything. So how was I supposed to find out if he's being faithful to me? And, you know, basically he'd be texting other females, you know, saying that we weren't together anymore. I was living elsewhere, and he had made arrangements to see our child. Why are you telling people that we don't live together anymore? Why am I not worthy of you letting them know that, hey, yeah, we're together. We're starting a family. You know,
Mr. Andrews, were you telling other women that you weren't, in fact, with the mother of your baby, and that you were single, when in fact you were not?
I did tell him that we were single because at the time, it was a lot of things going on, and she was giving me mixed signals like we were single.
What kind of mixed signals was she giving you? Because I got to tell you, pregnant women usually are pretty latching on pretty hard. They're not trying to keep you off guard. Maybe I like you, or maybe they don't. They're trying to lock you down and get you in the house. That's typically what occurs. So why don't you tell me what kind of mixed signals she was giving you?
She had her fair share of friends too, so-called friends. Like I say, she had like she said, I was texting friends. She had friends that she texts, but they weren't actually her friends. Them like ex-boyfriends. And I didn't feel comfortable with that.
What kind of things was she texting to them?
Like some of her friends, they'll talk about sexual things.
Was she communicating with them in the context of things that they were going to do, that they were going to meet up, or stuff like that? Or
No, it wasn't that. It was just like, I felt like if you got an ex-boyfriend, there's no need for you to talk to him if he's still in a way like he want to still have like sexual contact with you. I feel like y'all shouldn't be friends at all.
But you can text a friend as another friend from your house, but she shouldn't have any contact whatsoever with a guy she used to go out with. Yeah, you kind of see the flaw in that. That's okay, Mr. Andrews. I'm gonna let you off the hook here. You say that Ms. James went to visit her brother out of town and something was afoot.
Yes. So she go out of town, go visit her brother. I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. I'm like, okay, go have time, go have a good time. I'm not gonna call you. I'm gonna let you do you, or whatever. So as the day go on, I call her, no pickup. So I'm like, all right, maybe she's just having a good time. I'm not gonna bug her. So it started getting late. I start worrying about her. I keep calling, no answer. Then I call again, and the male pick up her phone. So I'm thinking like, what's going on? What's going on? So I actually, who is he? He's like, well, I'm so-and-so. And I'm like, where's Tiffany? Why do you got her phone? Like, why are you picking up her phone? So he said, don't worry about it. She busy. She with me. I was like, what? So at this point, I'm pissed. I want to make my way down there and see what's going on.
Did a man pick up your phone while you were supposed to be visiting your brother and tell the father of your baby, don't worry about it, she's with me?
I didn't tell him to say that.
Well,
it was an ex-boyfriend.
Who was he?
It was an ex-boyfriend of mine, which is also my brother's friend.
And were you really there to see your brother, or were you really there to see your brother's friend?
No, me and my brother, we did spend time together. But of course, as the day, went on, we went our separate ways.
How did he get his hands on your phone?
It was on his nightstand.
Were you pregnant at the time?
No.
This is before the pregnancy?
Yes, before the pregnancy.
So you were fooling around on him, right?
Yeah.
You were. And as a function thereof, he's a little jealous.
Yeah.
And he's
very
got a right to
jealous.
be, correct?
Yeah.
And maybe some of your, well, I think you both were running around on each other. How about that? Can somebody co-sign on that for me?
Yeah. I would say
Yeah, you because you were young and you weren't ready.
Yeah.
The baby happened. How long into the relationship?
about between 6 months to a year. So it happened pretty fast.
It happened pretty fast.
happened pretty
Were you
fast.
alarmed when it occurred?
A little. Yeah.
Were you alarmed when it occurred?
Not really. Until she actually told
That,
me.
ladies and gentlemen, is a problem. That you are not alarmed that you and another little kid, the two of you, made a baby. You had no means of support, no stability, no trust in one another, and a baby pops up. And you should be, at the very least, alarmed. You know what I mean? Because it's an alarming situation, right?
Yes.
Next, is a beach party more important to DeAndre than his 1 week old baby? Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Broken relationships, real solutions. Divorce Court continues.
Ms. James, you say Mr. Andrews enjoys the beach and you find that to be a problem. Why, in fact, is that a problem?
Well, basically, every year there is a party in Savannah on the beach. Now, the first one, our daughter had just been born. Exactly 1 week after she was born, the party was going to occur. So I'm expecting him not to go anywhere because she's so young. Not 1 month, but 1 week. He up and leaves and goes to this party in Savannah with his friends. And I'm at home with our newborn baby.
How far away is it from where you live?
It's 3.5, almost 4 hours. So I'm at home with our 1 week old baby. You should be at home with me taking care of our child together. You should not be going anywhere out of town. He said it was a basketball tournament at the same, on the same weekend. So it happened to be the same time the party was. He's on there, posting pictures of him and random girls on the internet. And it's not even a picture of us on his social network's website.
Mr. Andrews, did you leave your baby after he was only 1 week old and go to a party?
It wasn't 1 week. I think it was like 2, maybe 3. Maybe
It was
2.
1, because I wanted to go.
And
So
How
I
old
knew.
was she at the time?
I don't know.
You don't know how old she was when she gave birth?
Oh, how old she was?
Yeah.
She
Well,
was
you
on-
said the baby was 2 weeks, so...
Yeah. She was 19.
Holy
She
cow!
was 19.
Huh?
19.
So you left a 19-year-old home alone with if you were to be believed, a 2-week-old baby, and you felt comfortable with that.
I didn't feel comfortable with that. I did go down there to play basketball. And perhaps...
I don't care if Barack Obama invited you to the inauguration.
Thank you.
You've got a kid that's 2 weeks old with a 19-year-old girl, and she needs your support. Don't you think? Did you have a conversation with him about it?
Well, it turned into a big, huge argument once he got back. Me sitting at home, taking care of the baby, looking on the internet and seeing him posting pictures and have a good time.
Had he not posted those pictures, would you still have been angry?
I was still upset because
Did
still
you
went out
talk
of
to
town.
him about it beforehand, or did you just say he should have not wanted to go? Or did you tell him you don't need to go?
I didn't feel like I didn't have to tell him.
Yeah,
I
you
felt
do.
like it was common sense.
No, there is no common sense when it comes to dating and romance and guys and babies. They don't have it. It's not there. You've got hormones and stuff to tell you that you have to take care of this child. Nothing happened to them. So you have to tell a guy what you want him to know. He's not going to feel what you feel. He's not going to understand what you understand. You just got to tell him. They ought to know, but they don't. So you got to tell him. Isn't that right, Mr. Andrews? And had she told you, you would have been man enough to say, yes, baby, I'm going to stay home with you. I know
Probably
you're
still
afraid,
would've.
and I know the baby's new, and I'm a man, and I'm going to take care of business, and I'm going to take care of you. Never fear, I am here. That's what you would have said, Mr. Andrews. Isn't that true? You'd have said that, wouldn't you?
I would have said that, yes. I would've.
Absolutely. You just got confused. Mr. Andrews, what is your primary complaint with Ms. James? Is it that she handcuffs you when you're trying to have a good time?
Sometimes she's just always on my back about little things.
Such as?
Going out with my friends. Sometimes I just like to go out and just relax and just chill.
Do you do so a lot?
Yes.
In the beginning I was, and then I calmed down.
In the beginning?
Yeah.
And when you say a lot, what do you mean? How often?
Like at least maybe 2 or 3 times out the week.
2 or 3 times out the week. Were you working?
Yeah, I was working.
You working the whole time?
Working the whole time.
Good for you, Mr. Andrews. And you were bringing the money home? You weren't taking it out?
No.
Was that true?
I mean, that's very true, but still, you know, half the
No,
time
I understand that. I'm not going, but you got to give them applause when they're due.
I give him credit where credit is due, but
Right.
you know, he went out a lot during my pregnancy. I'm at home. You know, one night I was having what I thought were contractions. I was having Braxton Hicks, but he was out at the club having a good time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
I felt like he should have been there with me, supporting me, just in case anything happened. You know, I'm sitting at home by myself, and he's out with his friends. How was that fair to me?
I gotcha.
When Divorce Court continues, are Tiffany's single friends filling her head with bad advice about DeAndre?
Do you think DeAndre was ready for commitment when Tiffany got pregnant? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now, 1-800-282-1991.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. Andrews, you say that Ms. James spends too much time listening to bad advice from her friends. What kind of advice is she listening to, and why is it a problem?
Well, her friends are single. And I feel like if you're in a relationship, being around single women, that don't mix. That don't mix. She never did nothing with her friends, but I had an incident kind of like with my ex before. She used to be around one of her single friends a lot and chilling and hanging out, and that turned into a cheating incident. And I just don't want that to rub off on her, being around her single friends.
Are your friends single?
No, not all of them. Some.
They sure act like it.
Some
of them are single,
them.
but are most of them tied up, married?
Yeah, most of them tied up, married, yeah.
Not like they act like it, so it doesn't matter.
Your friends don't act like it either, not the way they be showing it.
Okay.
Well, what do they do?
Well, get around a lot.
They get around a lot.
Yeah.
Well, she's not getting very far because she's got a baby at home. How far is she getting?
You can drop the baby off at the mom's or her mom's. You can drop her off.
Does that happen?
No, not really.
What are you complaining about, Mr. Andrews?
He's just jealous.
It's not
Paranoid.
jealous. I just don't want it to happen.
You're jealous.
I just don't
You're
want it to happen.
paranoid.
Because I know how single girls are. I know how they are. And then her friends being around different boys and stuff like that, we already got problems, so that's going to add more problems to the situation.
So she should stay at home, but you can go out. So I'm trying to understand how there's some parity here. You're concerned that she'll go out with single people, but you go out where single people are.
Yeah.
It's a double standard.
And there we are. Did you at one point turn off his phone, Ms. James?
I surely did.
Why did you?
That same beach party the next year, he left town without even telling me. And this was a party that we both said we weren't going to go to. I couldn't take time off work. He said, I'm not going. I'm not worried about it. I said, okay, cool. Well, neither one of us are going. I'm at work scrolling down a social network. One of his friends posted a video of them having fun in the car down the road. So I called him. I said, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm in Savannah. Oh, what do you mean you're in Savannah? Okay, that's fine. Have a good old time. I called Sprint. I said, hey, yes, I lost my phone. Could you please cut it off for me? So, no phone, no fun. So how about that? Since you want to leave here and not even tell me you're leaving town.
Mr. Andrews, did you do that?
Yeah, I wasn't going to go. I wasn't going to go. My friend, I got in the car.
Would you get kidnapped?
Yeah, I got kidnapped. My friend, we was going somewhere else. So he was like, since we already halfway down here, we might as well just go the whole way.
So
I
you
was
went
like,
without clothes, no drawers, no nothing.
Mr. Andrews, let me explain something to you. If you're gonna engage in conduct you're not supposed to engage in, you got to be a little thoughtful about it. I mean, never engage in crime. You'll get caught. You'll be in prison forever because you don't take any steps not to get caught. First of all, you don't put the wrong thing that you're doing on a social network. You know she's gonna see. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense at all.
I didn't put it up. See, it was my crazy friend. He put it up.
You heard about of cell phones and iPhones and all of that? Yeah. What do you think is happening?
He saw him recording it, so you knew it was gonna go up.
You just didn't care. You said, I'm gone.
He was already gone.
I'm going to stay gone. I know I'm already in trouble. Yeah. I got my youngest son thinks like that. Well, I'm already out past curfew. Might as well stay till tomorrow. Can't get any more trouble. Right?
Yeah.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282-1991 to answer today's question. You'll receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
You came here seeking over $3,000 for child care.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me why you think Mr. Andrews ought to pay you that amount?
Basically, that's all I'm asking for is his help, with child care, because it is, daycare expenses are very expensive.
Right.
Just that alone will help me out. With my bills, I'm not asking to pay any other of my bills, but just do that child care for me for the next few months, and that'll help me out right there.
Okay. Now, Ms. James, I want you to be honest with me. You still living with him, aren't you? And you had no plans on leaving and no plans on putting the brother out, do you?
No.
You came here so I could fuss at him and send him home a better person.
He needs some act right.
He needs some act right.
He needs some act right.
He needs some act right. Mr. Andrews, do you know why you're here?
Because of some of the things I did.
Yeah, and you're a little bit like a piece of paper flying in the wind in an empty parking lot. You're just kind of here and there. You don't stick to anything. You're not solid. You're just wavering and flying about. And you got a woman pregnant, and now she's got a baby, and she needs solid. She needs a rock, not a piece of paper. So what I want you to do is, solidify yourself. Stand down. Stay home for a little bit. Actually engage in a relationship with her. A lot of people have a baby and they pay the bills and then they go out, but you don't have a relationship with the mother of the baby. I encourage you to make one of those so you'll enjoy being home, enjoy being together, or enjoy being out together. You got that part?
Yes.
That way your baby has an opportunity to have two parents who actually stay together as opposed to parents who just procreated and then parted ways. You with me?
I'm with you.
So you're going to stand your ground?
Yeah.
You're going to stand up? Yeah. You're going to stop being a piece of paper?
Yes.
You're going to show up a rock?
I'm going to be a rock.
This matter is adjourned.
Tiffany and DeAndre appreciate the judge's advice, and he has promised to be more engaged in their relationship. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court. On Divorce Court today. Krishana and Carlton met online, dated for a year, then got married. The first 2 days of their marriage was great, but when Krishana had an affair with her ex on the third day, well, trouble began. Krishana McLean Boyce and Carlton Boyce have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court starts now.
Ms. McLean Boyce, you're looking to get a divorce from your husband. You want transitional support and the like. But you say your primary problem is that he's insecure and jealous. However, you admit to cheating on him 3 days after you got married and carrying on an affair for 6 months. Do you understand why he's insecure and jealous?
Yes, I do.
How does one end up cheating on their husband after only 72 hours of marriage?
Well,
We separated before we got married for a couple months. I met a guy. We were dating. We got together. And then me and my husband decided to get back together. So at that time, I had a choice to make between the guy and my husband. I chose my husband. He wanted to get married. So we went to the courthouse. We got married.
Right.
And then I felt like I made a mistake. Or I don't know if I wasn't ready or what, but I went back to the guy that I was dating. And we kind of ran away to Ocean City. And I realized again that I wanted my husband. So I came back, apologized, and went back to my husband.
Did he take you back right away?
Yes, he did. He told me that it was going to take a little while for him to get over it. But if I, would be faithful and show him that I could be faithful, that he would take me back.
Mr. Boyce, you have to be an extraordinarily confident man in order to do that. Do you feel like you're confident, or you just feel like, I don't know. What do you feel?
Honestly, a little confused. I mean, I'm confident, but yet, because of the instances, I'm really not even sure. And as far as taking her back, there was some stipulations I had put out there.
What were the stipulations?
I wanted access to phone information. I wanted her to work with me on ways that I could, get over the cheating, to know that she was over with it. I wanted her to cut. I'm sorry. And I wanted her to cut the guy off.
Clearly. She's your wife. She got to cut the other dude off. No doubt about it.
100%.
No doubt about it. Now, did you agree to those stipulations?
Yeah.
Did you think they were unreasonable at all?
No.
But you say in your petition that he plays you too close, that he's too restrictive on you. Why? How is that? What is he doing beyond those stipulations which you agreed to and which are understandable, that you find unreasonable?
I agreed to it, but I didn't think it would be this long. Like, I feel like I've proven that I'm faithful to him.
How long has it been? How long have you been married?
We've been married a year.
1 year. But the first 6 months of it, you were sleeping with somebody else.
Yeah.
So he took you...
It wasn't full 6 months. I'm sorry.
Wasn't the full... How long was it?
Because I was messing with the guy before we got married. And then I went back to him after we got married.
So how long were you back with him after you got married?
Probably about a month, maybe 2.
So you think that since you've been 10 months affair-free, he needs to just be cool and get over it?
No, but it's like really extreme.
Give me an example.
I went out with some friends, and I went to the bathroom. I asked her to hold my phone. I come back from the bathroom. I have 15 missed calls. I call him back. He's like, "Where are you?" "I'm at the store." He's like, "Well, why don't I hear anybody? It's too quiet for you to be at the store." "What do you want me to say?" "I'm in the line at the store." "Well, who's that guy voice in the background?" "What are you talking about? It's just me and my friends." So I hung up on him. He called and called and called and called, and it's like that anywhere I go.
Are you calling her a lot when she goes out?
Yes, I do, Jan. I can't. I feel like I'm at a point I don't know if I could trust her or not.
Has she done anything? I mean, not that what she did, she was a flagrant foul that most men would not have forgiven her for. So I am not being accusatory at all. But has your insecurity taken over your whole relationship with her, so you do have to call her 15 times when she's out? Has it become a thing on its own?
Yes, I think so, Your Honor. I just, whenever she tells me anything, in my mind, automatically it's a lie. It's kind of like she's just talking.
Yeah. Do you regret the affair, Ms. Boyce?
Yes.
Did you tell him that you regretted the affair? Were you honest and heartfelt? 'Cause to me, and I don't know, you just may be in here as Corey, you just kind of cool. Yeah, I married him, wasn't good, sure, so I went off with this other guy. Kind of wasn't like, I would be like crushed and embarrassed. But maybe it's just we're in an official setting, but you seem so matter-of-fact about it.
I'm just not the type that's just like, I'm not really emotional. I don't know how to be emotional. I don't cry when we get into things, and I think that's why he feel like I don't care. But I really do care. I really do love my husband, but I'm just so tired of like not being able to go anywhere and him looking over my shoulders. I can't have any friends, even female friends. I can't even have female friends because he feels like, because he doesn't want any friends, I'm not supposed to have friends.
Okay. Well, my understanding, Mr. Boyce, is that she does go out a lot anyway. That she goes out clubbing. How often?
Sometimes 2, 3, maybe 4 nights a week. It's never usually 4, but there has been
Do you go
instances.
out clubbing 2 or 3 nights a week?
Sometimes.
How is it you're not going anywhere if you're going to the clubs two nights a week?
Because I say whatever and I go anyway. When I get to the point where I just need to get away from him for a little while, I just take my car keys and I go.
Even though he's not comfortable with it?
Yes.
Is he always not comfortable with it?
Yes, but sometimes he'll let me go. But he's never comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she comes home 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Do you do that?
Sometimes.
Holy cow, Mrs. Boyce.
Next, while trust is a big issue for this couple, are money troubles tearing them apart? Can they even agree on what spending is really frivolous? If the ink on your marriage license is barely dry, but you're ready to call it quits, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real problems, real solutions. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. Boyce, I've been chipping away at this iceberg over here for a minute, and I'm not getting anywhere. So I want to go to you and ask you, given what seems to be her really self-involved nature, I mean, what keeps you there? What made you forgive her?
I felt like we clicked on every level. She was a very positive woman.
How did you meet? Where did you meet?
We actually met on Facebook. And we knew each other for a while before we actually started talking, before we started to get the dating process.
Messaging through Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And when you finally met her, what happened?
I met her at a church picnic, and we just clicked. Everything.
Did you invite her to church, or did she invite you to church?
She invited me to a church picnic.
Okay. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Is it a black church? Predominantly black church?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love it when it, a white, no, but it's not a bad thing. But I know at my church, and then this white guy comes in here and he's like, it's a whole, you know what I mean? It's
I know
not.
what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I brought a white girlfriend once with me. She says, "Really? You can talk back while he's talking?" Yeah, we do it all the time. We do it all the time. Because I'm Catholic, we don't say anything. And it's like, you're talking to him. But anyway, Mr. Boy, did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yes. It was a turning point in my life.
Yeah. Now, how long after you initially met her did you decide to, she was the one for you?
I felt she was the one after 2 or 3 months, but I didn't ask her to. About a year.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Boyce, I like myself some you. You don't say much, but you seem to be a very nice, kind, forgiving guy, Okay. Let's talk about money. You say you claim that you both have issues with money. Explain that to me.
We both do have issues with money, but he annoys me a lot because I'll say I want to buy something and he'll be like, no, we need to save money for this and that, and I'm like, okay, and then he'll go blow it on a McDonald's meal or something.
When you say blows it on something frivolous, if you go to McDonald's, you're not really blowing money. I mean, it's not like he's buying rims or something.
Right.
It's a meal, and it's not.
If we have like $500 worth of food in the fridge, then it's blowing it, I think.
Well, what kind of things do you say she blows her money on?
Boy, shoes, clothes.
See the difference between the two?
I mean.
Do you really?
But when she goes to get clothes or shoes, she'll get it for that day. She'll plan on going out. She'll go out and get an outfit for that day.
Do you do that?
Sometimes.
Okay. All right.
When Divorce Court continues, how was marriage counseling wasted on this couple? And what extraordinary gesture did Krishana make to save the marriage?
Do you believe that Carlton can honestly forgive Krishana for the affair she started 3 days after their wedding? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Despite the fact that we're in divorce court, Mr. Boyce, it does not sound like you're done. I mean, you still love her, don't you?
I still love her, and I still want to work on it.
And you still want to work on it. Yeah. I understand, though, that you went to counseling about this particular issue, yes. And she wants that money back because she said it was wasted. Did you think the counseling money was wasted?
Yes.
Why?
Because he'll be too tired. I'm too tired for work. I don't want to go. He'd make excuses for not going. I feel like it's because the therapist, like he tells him mostly, you need to love yourself first. When you get to the point where you can say it's her loss, then, he has a lot of insecurity problems. Mm-hmm. Like, he's very clingy. He thinks that I'm supposed to be his friend, his wife, which is okay to a certain extent. It's just too much.
Do you not have any friends, Mr. Boyce?
Not really.
Are you just self-contained? You're at home?
Yes. But? Before the cheating incident, I felt like I was, I had just got in church, and I felt like I was, being improved. But then, after the cheating incident, it was like back to square one.
Yeah.
So it's just that incident just set me back.
Yeah.
And,
have you done anything extraordinary, Ms. Boyce, to reinforce or reinsure a husband who's been through a lot?
It's not extraordinary what I did, but for me, it's extraordinary because at first, I would not let him touch my phone. I wouldn't let him get the password to my Facebook. I felt like, I don't look in your stuff, don't look in mine. I'm not doing anything. After I cheated on him, I said, you know what? I got to make this right, because that was our main problem with my phone. Every time my phone rang, every time I got a text. So I did have a code on my phone, but I gave him the code. Whenever I walk away, I leave my phone there. You can go into my Facebook, whatever you want to do. But it still wasn't enough.
Did that help? That was a grand gesture.
It helped. But we kept getting setbacks. For the month after we made these, I made these stipulations for the whole phone password and all that stuff. For a month, just the guy kept being involved. So it was like, I felt like no matter what, even with her, to me, she was deleting all her messages from him.
Was the guy still talking to you and all that a month after?
For about a month, yeah.
How'd that happen?
He was trying really hard to get me back. It was like I was just stuck between the two. He's saying he wanted to marry me, divorce him, and it was a mess. But at the end, I chose my husband. But
it was a mess that you created, and when you create that kind of mess, you got to clean it up. You get this guy, you done married this man. He took you back after you were sleeping with somebody else. Next time that somebody else gets on the phone, you read him the riot act. You tell him just what time of day it is. You say, I got my man, I'm married. Don't you ring my phone again. I don't want to get any text from you. Don't comply, don't do anything. You continue to do it, I'm going to charge you with stalking and harassment. You get all over him. You do that for him. Mm-hmm. And now you know what I mean? Come on. Yeah. Come on. You got to fight for this marriage because you did it so much damage.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282-1991 to answer today's question. You'll receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
I'm going to let you explain, Ms. Boyce. I'm through fussing at you. So you said your other efforts involved marriage counseling. You tell me how that came about.
I go to counseling twice a week by myself. So I talked to my therapist. I told him if I could switch one of the sessions to marriage counseling, which he agreed to, and my husband was supposed to come. He would come when he wanted to come, not every week like we're supposed to. Some weeks it was problems, babysitter, etc. But it was some times where he just didn't want to come.
He just didn't want to come.
Yeah.
You go to counseling twice a week. You decided to go to counseling. Why?
Because it's a lot of stuff going on with me too that I need to
that you
fix.
need to deal with.
I know I have problems. I know that I shouldn't be addicted to the nightlife like I am. And it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still bad.
And you think it's a problem. You don't.
I know it's a problem.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to see, because I didn't get it at first, but now I'm starting to get it. Mr. Boyce, do you understand that she does have issues that she's dealing with? And that what most people don't do is say, I have an issue, I need to deal with it. Most people say, you knew who I was when you met me, so there you go. She gets credit for that.
Yes, I see that, but when we first met, she didn't have a nightlife like this. So this ain't what I came into. So
the nightlife is new?
When I met him, I was at a different point in my life. I had just got arrested for 6 months. I was fighting that. I was away from my kids for 6 months. Falsely accused. I mean, everything got dismissed when I went to court, but I was still arrested for 6 months. I feel like that was a timeout from God to tell me, you need to rethink everything. Because I was partying every night, like every night of the week. And when I got home was when I met him, and he was telling me how, he wanted to get into God and everything. So that's where I was in that space. I had been home maybe 2-3 weeks when I met him.
I got you. Because that's a big, huge thing to happen to you. Is you go to jail for something that you didn't do. It finally got resolved. You were found not guilty, or the charges were dismissed. But that's a huge thing away from your kids and all that. I get you now. Listen, here's the deal. You both guys got huge, humongous issues. I don't know where yours come from, but there's something deep that was happening even before the arrest and all that. There was a whole lot wrong with your life. You're going to church, you're going to counseling, you're white-knuckling it, you're hanging on as best you can, and you're trying to become a better person. You're trying to heal that. You are a good guy, and you've had your hurts and your issues, and your issues and her issues just happen to be the two things that collide more often than not. I'm going to talk about this money that you want. You want $180 for 2 counseling sessions that he missed, that you say he couldn't have missed, and you want $3,630 for transitional support, correct?
Yeah.
You don't want to get divorced, do you?
No.
You don't want to get divorced, do you? No. I'm not going to transfer any money to anybody. But what I would say to you, Mr. Boyce, if you do love her, go to counseling with her. She's got issues, you got issues. Two good people with issues, you need to fight the issues and not one another. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I want you to do that because I think she's a good person. At first, I thought she was just a block of ice over there. But I see that's a mask to hide all that hurt. And I know, your hurt is very clear and very easy to see, but it too needs to be worked on. Good luck to both of you. Go to counseling with her. You stay in counseling, and there will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Krishana and Carlton agree with the judge and are working hard to put their issues in the rearview mirror. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court. On Divorce Court today, Keith says stabbing a cell phone with a kitchen knife is just one example of Megan's angry outbursts. He claims this explosive anger is getting in the way of their relationship. Can their love survive her temper? Megan Jamieson and Keith Matthews had brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court before your vows starts now.
I have here with me today Megan Jamieson and Keith Matthews. The two of you have been together for a while, and now you want to get married because, Ms. Jamieson, I understand you proposed.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. So, We're going to work with that in a minute. I had you fill out compatibility tests. I've also got your license. You've given me permission to tear it up should I think this union is ill-advised, or I can give it back to you and send you on your way with some advice, because I always got something to say. So before we get to that, I'm going to start with you, Ms. Jamison. Why are you considering marrying Mr. Matthews, and why do you have concerns about it?
I just need Mr. Matthews to communicate more, show initiative, show appreciation. I want to know that he appreciates everything I have been doing through our relationship. I just want him to be a better man. I believe he can, so.
You want him to be a better man?
Yes. I need someone who can, I don't want to be in control of everything. I don't want to feel like everything is, I have to make every decision. So I would like him to just step up, and I don't want to be telling him what he has to do for himself. Just do it. Just recently, we just remodeled our house, and I had to purchase everything. I had to pick out every bit of furniture. I picked out everything. I did all the shopping. I picked out the appliances. He agreed on one paint. That's why you're looking at me. Because he agreed on one paint that we should get for the living room. Everything else, as far as the kids' room, I did the bunk beds, the stickers on the wall, the paint, our room, the furniture, where the paint.
Ms. Jameson, let me help you out here.
Oh, sure.
Mr. Matthews, you don't have to say anything. I'm gonna fix this for you. Men don't do that.
They don't do what?
They don't pick out the stuff for the house and the paint. My husband has never looked at a wallpaper, nothing. He don't want to do it. I'm interested in where everything is. Is that not true?
That's true.
That's true. He's not gonna go out there. They're not interested. That's our thing. That's
Okay,
what we do.
So what about the car then?
What about the car?
Any car that we get, I have to pick out the car. I have to put the car in my name, pay for insurance. I have to say if something is going wrong with the car, take it to somebody, because he tries to act like he can fix the car and can't. So I have to take it to somebody who can actually knows what they're doing. He'll get out and say, oh, it sounds like the muffler, or it sounds like the brake, and it's totally different. I mean,
but I'll ask him about the car, okay?
Okay, please
Mr.
do.
Matthews, what about the car? Did you fail to take possession of ownership and deal with the car appropriately?
She have her mindset. If she wants something, that's what her mindset is. She wanted the car. Like the car we just had, she went through her sister, and her sister, her boyfriend, whatever they want to call him. She went through him to get the car, and the car was nice. There was nothing wrong with the car. The car was cheap. It was a nice little cheap car. Get it. It was okay. It's cool. And there was nothing wrong with the car. Then the car started acting up. No, we didn't have money to get it fixed, and no, like the car had to start making sounds and all that. And I thought, like, every time you hit the brakes, it sounded like the brakes. So I'm saying it sounded like the brakes. I don't know if I'm not a mechanic or nothing.
So just so you know. Sorry.
But you want him to be a man.
Yeah.
And he does a man thing by saying, I think I know what's wrong with the car.
Well, if a man
what are you mad about? I don't get it.
All right, I'm gonna think of something else.
Well, why are you thinking of that? Let me go to Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews, what are your concerns about this union?
Well, I know I got flaws. My biggest is communicating and stuff like that. I had that problem ever since I was like growing up. But the biggest thing about this is her attitude. She didn't even fix her attitude. Like, she would go from 0 to 100 real quick, like in a second. Any little things, I'm not sitting up straight. I'm chewing, I'm snapping when I'm chewing. Like, she'll zap out.
Now, Ms. Jamison, hang on. Take a deep breath. Think it through.
Yes.
Do you get angry easily?
Yes, I will admit.
And
yes.
do you get rageful as opposed to just appropriately annoyed?
No, that's not true. I will come to Mr. Matthews nicely and want to talk. He tends to shut down a lot. I'll be talking, and I could talk for 10 minutes, and he didn't say anything. He probably looking at you on TV, just don't even care what I'm talking about anymore. He'll just look at TV, and I'll say, see, you're just sitting quiet. No, I ain't quiet. See, no. And everything is denial. Like, he just shuts down. He doesn't want to talk. He
doesn't want to deal with problems or issues, or
no,
he just doesn't want to hear everything you have to say?
He doesn't.
Because I got to tell you, My husband doesn't want to hear half of what I got to say.
Okay.
Because they don't want to hear all of that.
Okay,
You know?
and if he doesn't, well, don't say smart stuff like, whatever, all right, Like, why does that have to be your comeback? Why can't you have a better comeback than whatever, all right, then.
I think it's a survival technique that they use. I really do. My husband's got it down pat. He knows when to say, He can even look at me, and he's looking at the baseball game right past me. Really? Yeah, And so when I want a real response, I touch him on the leg, and baby, this is the part I want you to hear. So we do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he's trying not to be disrespectful, but he won't hear all of that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Next, a cell phone dies a horrible death. Your mama warned you not to marry your mate. If she was right and divorce is your best option, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real problems, real solutions. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. Matthews, you said she zaps out on you. Now, give me examples of the things that she's done that you found to be just extraordinary.
Like, for one example is, like, she gets so mad that she want to bleach all my clothes. Like, right now, I got to get a whole new wardrobe. She bleached my clothes, my shoes. Another example is, like, when she get mad, she want to break my phones and everything. Like, I didn't have.
How did she break your phone? She threw it?
She'll throw it. Like, the last time, she just smashed it up with she had a knife, just start banging my phone. Like, this is like my third phone I had to get from her breaking my phone when she get her attitude.
She just tear him up.
She tear
Get
him
angry
up.
and tear him up.
Tear him up. And she'll throw stuff in it.
Do you know where all that anger comes from? Do you have an idea?
I might not say what she want to hear at that time or do what she want me to do at that time, and so she'll feel like I'm not caring or I don't love her, so she'll just zap out and just go crazy on me all the time.
Ms. Jameson, he says he thinks it's all his fault that you zap out. Why don't you tell me why things are so extreme for you?
Yes. Okay. So let's go with the phones. The phones is his best friend. I mean, that's what I have to do to get his attention and for him to come back to reality with me. He plays games all day long. I cannot interrupt him because he's in the middle of a board and about to kill a man and they attacking his team. And it's just too much.
Right.
It's not that serious.
I got that. Let me ask you this. It seems to me that your issues with him are just kind of guy things. He does guy stuff and it annoys you. In your previous relationships, have you had the same type of complaints?
I mean, I'm just being honest. No, I did not. Most of my last relationships was always older guys.
Older guys?
Yes, always. Keith is the first guy I have ever messed with that is around my age right here.
Tell me some need, and he's gonna listen. Because you're listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell him some deep need that he has failed to respond to that you've tried to communicate to him.
I don't really like yelling. Like I said, I like to communicate, and I like for us to sit down. If I'm talking, he'll walk around, leave out the room, go downstairs, talk louder once he's downstairs. I can't hear. So it's like we're starting to argue. So, and I'll just say, that's it. I do have a son who lives in my house. I'll say, that's it. Just go.
Oh, you have a son?
Yes, I do.
How old is he?
He's 7.
He's 7. Do you have kids in the house?
I got 2 kids. No,
not in the house?
So when I know it's getting really heated, I'll just ask him to leave just to let me cool off a little bit. I don't mean get out forever and what he takes it as a free pass to do just God knows what.
Do you do, so I have people who do this, we're arguing, okay, that means we're on the out, I'm gonna have sex with somebody else. Is that what you do?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am, like, she make it seem like it's her mouth. It's her mouth. Like it's her biggest weapon. She'll make me feel like I'm nothing. She'll talk about how old baby father, like she wish he was around. She don't want me, and she'll say stuff like that. And she want me to stick around and
receive all of that venom.
Just take all that in. And so then she'll kick me out, and I'll be like, I'm not going nowhere. Get out my house. Da, da, da. So when I do leave, I leave out the house like last time I left. She told me, get out, like, you won't never leave when you got money in your pocket, and you won't let her leave unless you got money and all this. So I left quietly. I left out the back door. I didn't say anything. I gave her space. I came straight back. And that's the problem. Like,
but do you compare him to your baby's father?
Not simply as comparing him. The only time, and let's be honest, the only time I say something like that is just on a relationship with him and my son. My son has never really had a relationship with his father. His father was murdered when he was 4 months old. So Keith is the first person that he ever called dad. And my son is just, he always wants to be around Keith and always talk to Keith. And Keith sometimes brushed him off. Like, I don't think he does it to be ignorant or smart or anything like that.
But just doesn't engage appropriately with the child.
And then when his kids come around, his kids can be in our bedroom for as long as they want. They can jump on the bed. We can play. And that's what I want. I want that with my child. I don't want him to feel like a stepchild.
I got you. I think I see the nature of the issues. And I want to talk about the love, and I want to talk about the compatibility test.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, what secrets will the compatibility test reveal?
Do you think Megan's bad temper should be a wake-up call for Keith? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues.
Spent a lot of time talking about the nature of the difficulties, and I think I have an understanding of what is going on. But Ms. Jamison, why don't you take a moment now to tell me why you're considering Mr. Matthews as a potential husband? Why is he, amongst all of us, is the guy for you? You gonna give me the hard sell, I love him because in 90 seconds, go.
He's very charming. He's very good looking. He's my age, so I don't have to worry about somebody dying before me or something, like getting old. I mean, we really have fun together. We laugh a lot. Like, you can see, like, we're very silly, and we have a lot of good times. It's like we're brothers and sisters sometimes. Like, we're really cool. When it's good, it's very good. It's very, very good. Like, he's the best. He's my best friend.
So what I got from Ms. Jamison was, you're a lot of fun, you laugh a lot, and you're not so old, so you're less likely to die on her.
Or, no.
That's what you said.
Oh,
that's what you said. You get
my whole 90 seconds.
You get a C- on that one. Now, Mr. Matthews, let's see if you can outdo her in the love department. Make me believe she is the woman for you.
Okay. 90 seconds. Like, Megan, like, I love her to death. Like, she's, like, one of my best friends. Like, she bettered me as a person. Like, she completes me, like, as a father, like, just as a human being, period. Like, she just makes sure I'm always at my best at all times. She don't never let me give nothing less. So just giving that, like, I never had nobody that had my back so strong like her. Like, she's like my best friend. Like, I could come to her with anything, and she's gonna give me the right advice. And she knows, like, my background, like, I have no father and all that. And she don't judge me because, like, a lot of stuff I do now, and it could, like not having no father in my life growing up. And anything I tell her, like, I learned to be a man, like, as I'm growing. And she's accepting that. She's dealing with me. Like, I love her to death. She's my baby.
He beat you so bad with that, man.
I mean, well, good, because that's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah. But did you hear that?
Yeah.
I think he meant every word of it, too.
I did.
I think he meant every word of it, too. I read your compatibility tests. You said, when I asked what are the 5 things wrong with you, you said, I have a temper. I think my way is the best way. I'm spoiled. I'm selfish. I like Keith to be around me and my kids and no one else. And I'm controlling.
That's something.
Did you hear all of that?
That's something.
Did you hear all? And the one thing he did say that I thought was relevant and confirmed this was, he said, I want some respect.
Yeah, that's correct. I do. I know I should give him more respect. I mean, but when I deal with a person
You can't ask for a man to step up and lead if you keep jumping in front of him.
I understand.
You can't tell him what to do, when to do it, how to do it, break his phone up if he doesn't do it, and then expect him to say, hey, babe, this is what I think we need to do. He's scared to make the wrong call because he makes the wrong call, you're all on it. You're all over him. You're putting him out the house. You're breaking up his phone. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
You're actively precluding yourself from getting what you claim you want.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282-1991 to answer today's question. You'll receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
I like you people. You people know how to laugh. You're a good-looking couple. He's sweet as he can be.
Yes, he is.
Do you know what I'm saying? You got yourself a good one over here.
I know.
And I think you're a good woman as well.
Yes.
But I think the problem is mostly you, and let me tell you why. You've got an anger, a hurt, or a fear way down deep in your soul that you have not acknowledged in
All
here.
three.
Do you understand
I
that?
think it's all three. I know that. I know.
And those three things are at the foundation of everything that you do. You will not be able to have a successful relationship with him or anybody else until you work with that fear and that anger and that hurt. And you got, and it's no fun to pull it up and put it out in front of you and deal with it. It's awful. Mm-hmm. It hurts. And that's why you shove it down with the laughing. That's why you shove it down with the, let me just break stuff up because I'm just so worn out inside, I'm just going to explode. That's why you keep putting them out of the house, because you're just so toasted and done, and not toasted and done with him, but toasted and done with whatever happened to you in the past, and any little drip of wrong he does sends your bucket to full, you explode, and it's all over the floor.
Ma'am.
He can't love you like that. He doesn't have a chance to be human if your bucket of hurt is to the level where any one small thing he does wrong puts you into the stratosphere. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's what I'm going to ask of you. You need to go see somebody, some counseling. You need to start at zero. Wherever that first hurt came, you need to drag it up and work it out. And he can't make you happy because you won't let him, because you got stuff going inside that he can't fix. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Stick with her.
I am. I'm not going nowhere.
Love her hard, love her long, love her well.
I tell her I'm not going nowhere.
But don't let her not go and get some help, because she has got to deal with that, or your life is going to be ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a roller coaster that never ends. Okay. You gonna do what I asked you to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not gonna give you the marriage license now because you got some work to do. I don't want you to put your problems in one house and watch it explode. I'm gonna put it over here to the side, let it expire. But I want you to do what I asked you to do because your whole life will be better.
Yes, ma'am.
All of it. Do it for you, do it for your children, do it for him. Good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.
Both Megan and Keith respect the judge's ruling and are working to change their behavior and strengthen their relationship. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court. On Divorce Court today, his other baby was born 3 months before Nanita delivered Devin's child, but they helped each other survive a bad situation. Is avoiding disaster enough to build a marriage? Nanita Walker and Devin Pruitt have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court before your vows starts now.
I'm here today on a Before Your Vows. Ms. Walker and Mr. Pruitt, you two. Now, let me get this right. You have a child together already that's 1.
Yeah.
And you're pregnant again with his child, and you're 7 months along. You have 2 other children by other people.
Yes.
You have 2 other children.
Yes, ma'am.
One by another woman
Yes,
and
ma'am.
one by her.
Yes, ma'am.
But the one by the other woman is only 3 months older or younger than the one you have with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you had 2 women pregnant at the same time.
Yes.
And at this point in time, Ms. Walker, for some crazy reason, you two thinking about getting married. And you've come here to get my opinion on that union. I gave you my compatibility test. We will talk about that. I have your marriage license. You've given me permission to tear it up if I think the marriage is ill-advised, or to give it back to you if I think you guys can take a running leap at this thing.
Okay.
I'm going to start out with Ms. Walker, though. Why don't you tell me why you want to marry him, but why you have concerns regarding that union?
Okay. I want to marry him because honestly, he's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good dad. He's been there with me through a whole lot of trials and tribulations, and he's a very good backbone and support. It's just, you know, as we was going through them trials and tribulations, I felt like the backbone that we had in our relationship, it started to linger away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's showing me he wants to marry me, but then it's like he wants to also play the kiddie games and just...
How is he showing you that he wants to marry you? What's he doing or saying that makes you believe that's his end game?
He proposed to me first.
Okay.
And told me he wanted to get married, and, you know...
When did he propose?
Around when I was 6, 7 months pregnant with our daughter.
With the other one?
Yes.
Has he re-proposed since then?
No, we've had issues. He's brought up the word we'll get married someday, but he has not made another official proposal.
Okay.
But I proposed to him just to, you know...
Well, and when was that?
I proposed on our 2nd year anniversary last year.
And his response was?
He said yes. I proposed with a ring pop.
You gave him a ring pop?
He loved ring pops. It was his favorite sweet candy. And I was like, I don't have the money to...
Did you take the ring pop?
This is said ring pop. And I feel if you're serious about marrying someone, you just don't give them a ring pop, even though they might say
they like them.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. I'm telling you right now, I'm in trouble. Now, Mr. Pruitt, when you said yes, ring pop notwithstanding, put it down.
Okay.
Did you mean yes, or did you say yes to keep it quiet?
I meant yes because of the simple fact I feel like, as she said, I can be her backbone, but at the same time, it's on both our ends where we have to coincide and cohabitate with each other.
Okay. Where do you see the problem in your relationship as it currently exists?
One, her cleaning habits has fell off. She used to want to wash dishes, wash clothes, and clean the house. She doesn't have that motivation to
do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So correct me. She's working, and you're not. And she's 7 months pregnant, and you're wondering why she doesn't keep the house as clean as she once did. Could you work that out for me?
I feel like, okay, yes, she does have a job. Okay, I take on maybe 35-40% of the cleaning, because she leaves bras, she leaves pantyhose everywhere. When she goes to the bathroom, to take a bath, the water jumps out. I feel like her personal hygiene has fell off a little. I've told her about this. She has fixed it a little, but it's still pretty bad. And I feel like she does not comb her hair like she should. She don't take care.
Comb her hair like she should.
She don't take personal hygiene the correct way.
So she doesn't pretty up herself enough.
Like
she doesn't clean enough.
Yeah.
When she gets off that job and she comes bringing that 7-month-old belly in there, and she doesn't just get her hair combed and look good for you while you sitting there with your unemployed self. This is your problem.
You said what now?
With your unemployed self.
Okay.
You expect her to hold down all of that. And what do you believe you bring to the table in this relationship?
I believe that I bring simply, like she said, her backbone. I support her in whatever decision she makes. And just because I don't work doesn't mean I'm not looking for jobs. But at the same time, it's on me to get to those jobs. And I haven't been able to get to those jobs.
So why you're not getting to the job? Why don't you just clean up the house? I mean, I don't understand that. Why isn't her good? Since you can't contribute economically, and I understand that, could happen to anybody, isn't it incumbent upon you to make yourself something other than a sperm donor?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
So why isn't everything handled when she gets home? Why does she have to clean anything?
Because first, I think she's the woman of the house. And I feel just like she has a job, I should be able to go out and get a job. I don't expect her to work, especially while she's 7 months pregnant.
She is working. And you're not working. So while she's not working, while you're not working, wouldn't it behoove you as the man of the house to assist her in the household duties? Just because, well, you know, my genitalia won't allow me to vacuum. What is that?
Next, should video games, temper tantrums, and family squabbles send Devin to a timeout? Your mama warned you not to marry your mate. If she was right and divorce is your best option, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Couples in crisis, real resolution. Divorce Court continues.
I'm going to move off that, Mr. Pruitt. I want to go to another concern you say that you have about Ms. Walker is you say that she doesn't stand up to her family when it comes to issues with respect to you. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you explain that to me?
Her family member does not think I'm the one for her, and I feel different because I feel like I've been with her for almost two years now, and she's looked at me as, like she said, her backbone, and I take big pride in that. And I think I should, as she said, step up, clean like she said. But at the same time, I think she should do the same because it's a 50-50 relationship.
Okay, I'll get excited again, and it's warm in here, so I'm just going to go to you. You say that he throws tantrums if he doesn't get his way. Why don't you explain that to me?
Okay, for example, I was nice enough to get him a game system for his first little housewarming gift. It was nice. I just was, you know, he said he wanted this, his first house. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out, give him the little gift he wants. Now, I didn't know after buying the game system and the little couple of games, every month he expects a brand new game. If he doesn't get it, I'll hear, oh my God, or he'll stomp his feet or he'll break up with me because he didn't get the game. Or let's say a cell phone. Or I didn't go buy this electronic. Or it's just, it doesn't matter. He'll throw a fit. He'll whine. He'll hang up the phone. He'll do all the stuff a 2-year-old does. He reminds me of my 2-year-old daughter.
Mr. Pruitt, do you care to respond to those allegations?
I feel that is wrong. Very wrong.
What's wrong?
The temper tantrum she says I throw.
Do you throw them?
I mean, sometimes I have an attitude, but as far as temper tantrums, no.
Yeah. When you say you have an attitude, what do you get an attitude about? Do you get an attitude about not enough games?
She says something, but it's like she won't do it after she says it.
Such as?
Okay, she says she'll clean the dishes. But an hour, 8 o'clock rolls around, it's still dishes in the sink, and we got to eat.
Mr. Pruitt, you keep stepping on the same landmine. You know it's going to explode. You know, she's pulling all the weight. She's paying all the bills, buying you your little game system. You should take care of the household duties while she's holding down the fort in all other ways, okay? You may not understand that. You may not believe that, but that's what that is. And we're not going to go tread over that territory again. I want to know, because here, listen, you filled out the compatibility test. And I asked you what were the 5 things that are wrong with you. And you said you're judgmental.
Yes.
You don't take the woman you want to be your wife's feelings into consideration. You said you were loud.
Yes.
And depressed.
Yes.
Now, I see loud. Don't necessarily see depressed, but that don't mean anything. You know, you were up here today. Why are you depressed?
I feel like she's not. She might say she does a lot, but she's lazy. And when she doesn't want to do something.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, are Devin's efforts to entertain their kids helping their family at all?
Nanita proposed to Devin with a candy ring. Do you think commitment can be real even when the symbol isn't? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues.
You know, I'm going to go to the compatibility test now because I see what we have here. You said these things about him that you didn't like. You said his attitude, the way he talks down to people, he's sensitive, arrogant, and not respectful. All of that speaks to one thing to me. He's frightened and scared people who don't have that self-esteem and believe, and he's not working, and he projects that elsewhere. So he has to talk down to other people because he already feels low. That's what those things consecutively mean to me. What do they mean to you?
I mean...
Do you feel respected? Let me ask you that.
No, I don't. I feel like he takes me for granted some days.
What does he do that's disrespectful?
For instance, I'll bring up the fact, like, I am 7 months pregnant. I feel like the least you can do if you've been sitting here all day playing a video game and not doing nothing else, you can at least go walk and get diapers or some groceries or something.
Does he never do that kind of thing?
I
or
mean,
just
every once in a while. But he'll sit there for like 30 or 40 minutes and yell at me about it.
Mr. Pruitt, let me ask you this. Do you ever look at her and say, wow, she's heavily pregnant, she just got home from work, I want to make her okay, I'm concerned about her well-being, let me take care of her a little bit? Does that ever cross your mind?
Yes.
Do you do anything about it?
Yeah, I've on my own time, I've taken our kids out to the pool.
On your own time?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. On my own time. When she's away, say she's away.
Right.
Me and the kids, we just in the house by ourselves.
Right.
I'm taking them either to the Hard Rock Cafe or the Hard Rock Hotel. And they have a swimming pool in the back.
On her money?
No, ma'am.
On your money?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have a job. What's that?
My family gives me money, so.
And so you take them out to eat into a place where they got a swimming pool. Mr. Pruitt, do you like her?
Yeah, I love her. I don't like her, I love her.
What do you love about her?
Her conversation, one. The will to keep people motivated. She has a lot of friends, and they come to her with every type of problem in the world. And she's like the therapist to them. And she's the therapist to me also. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to rely on somebody that ain't doing what they say they doing.
What ain't she doing?
First of which, she's not taking care of herself.
The woman is tired. She got a man at home on the couch playing video games. She's got 2 kids in the house and another one on the way. She's at work and she comes home and you haven't cleaned up anything. The woman is tired. That's why she's not doing more of what you think she needs to be doing. She's tired. Okay. She's got all kinds of kids to take care of, including you. The woman is tired.
Okay.
What do you want him for? I don't understand. I mean, what is, if the end game is making him a permanent fixture in your home, how do you see that as a good thing?
I mean, I do love him. It's just, he fell backwards. He had all the motivation in the world. We moved on to something new, and it's like all his motivation that went out the window and pushed it all onto me to just make everything work.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282-1991 to answer today's question. You'll receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
First of all, okay? Now I'm just gonna fuss. You gotta be a man when you start having children. You are not being a man. You're being a boy who wants his games, who wants his meals, who wants his room cleaned, and what you want to do is be a playmate to your children. She don't need that. That's not helpful. That makes you less than a man. And all that loud talking and disrespecting people, you know you're not a man. If you were a man, you would be able to mop a floor, but you're so low that the mop will level you all together. I don't even know the woman. If I went over her house and I saw all she was doing and pregnant, I'd get up and do the dishes. I'm not even in love with her. She's a human being. On that level alone, you care for people. You don't just suck and suck and suck and take and take and take and don't give anything back. It's not cool, it's not right, it's not manly. Now I'm all fuss at you. Number 1, control your fertility. I'm telling you, you lose all your leverage when you have children and you don't have an education and you can't afford it and the guys aren't there. You end up with this cat on the couch doing nothing. So cut that out. When you get a man, you sit him somewhere and then you watch him. And if he does good for 6 months, you get a little closer to him and you watch him some more. And then if he stays right for a while, you marry. Don't get pregnant, you marry him. But after you get him home and you marry him, you watch him. You see if he pays the bills. You see if he comes home. You see if he's going to be faithful. And then and only then do you share your gene pool with his gene pool. Because that's deep. I know you just want to get married. You want to give your kids a father and sit down somewhere. I get it. You just want to have a guy in the house. And this was, at the current time, this is what you came up with. Make sure he stays in your children's lives. Make sure he pays child support. Be friends with him. That's fine. Have him come over and do a thing or two. But don't marry him because you're tying yourself to a sinking ship. And, who wants to go down, right? Move forward, move on, and you be a better person. This matter is adjourned.
Nanita has taken the judge's ruling to heart. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court. on Divorce Court today. Trust flew out of the window just 2 weeks after their wedding. Danita says Willie surprised her with a hospital visit to meet his newborn twins. Danita Taylor and Willie Taylor have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Mr. Taylor, as far as I can tell, there was just a whole lot of cheating going on in this marriage. Did I get that right?
Yes, you got that right.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about what was going on and who was doing what to whom?
Oh, wait. Miss Taylor, Miss Danita Taylor,
yes.
My wife, can't leave the ex-boyfriends alone. Got to talk to them. I catch her hiding in the bathroom, talking on the phone, reminiscing. I done cried about it. I done prayed about it.
But it doesn't stop.
She says she can't be with one man. I don't, hey.
Judge, that's
Now, Ms. Taylor, did you tell him that? Did you tell him you couldn't be with just one man?
No, I never told him that, Your Honor.
What did you tell him?
I told him after he had cheated on me so much that it would be hard for me to be faithful to somebody else after my divorce.
So much.
Okay. You tell me, when did Mr. Taylor cheat on you?
Well, I've got evidence of him cheating on me probably about 2 months into our marriage.
Tell me what happened.
His kid's mom called me and said that she was pregnant by him again.
Right after you got married?
Well, we got married on July 2nd. On the 25th, she had twins by him. And I wasn't even aware that these were his kids. We got a phone call in the middle of the day one day. It was his family, his sisters and his mom, like, why aren't you at the hospital? She's having the twins. So I'm looking at him like, twins, what do you mean?
Did you fail to inform your fiancé that you were in the process of having a baby with another woman or having 2 babies with another woman?
She was informed, Your Honor. She was informed. And when I proposed to her to marry me, I let her know. I said, well, I have some kids on the way.
No.
I said, well, you know, we give it a little time, whatever you decide to do.
No,
because I'm not going to be running back and forth. I mean, she's staying in Grand Rapids, I stay in Detroit.
Hang on just a second.
So that's 3 hours away. So I said, well, I mean, if we're going to be together, we're going to make this work, and we're going to get married, because I'm not going to run back and forth. And so she inspired me to go back to school. So she did, you know, she was a woman. Yeah, she was a woman. So she's like, well, you know, baby, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. You go to school, because she was going to school also. So I said, well, I can't do this. I can't run back and forth. And so we decided, you know, I bought her a ring, and we decided to get married.
And you did it right.
Changed my life, went to school, you know, started doing positive things.
Good for you, Mr. Taylor. I mean, it's a good story you just told. It's a positive story of upward achievement. I love that. I don't get that a lot in here. I'm just saying, it was a wonderful story. Mrs. Taylor, you're saying, although that all may be wonderful,
no,
he's not telling me the truth about the babies and the mothers.
Right.
Explain that to me.
He did mention, well, we were having casual conversation, and he said there's a random girl that he was with one time with a condom, so he used protection, and she was saying that she was pregnant by him. He was like, she's not pregnant by me. It's only like a 10% chance, but later I found out that they had an ongoing relationship for like 2 years. So he was more than 10% sure that, you know, those were his kids. His family, everybody was all supportive of the babies.
Mr. Taylor, did that occur?
No, not like that, no.
Not like that? No. How did it occur?
When I addressed about the kids to Danita, she kind of like blew it off. She didn't really take it serious. And when I started going to school, and I said, well, you know, I have to go down here and see my kids.
Now, this is children you had before you married her?
No, these kids were just being born.
As you were marrying her?
Yes, yes.
So how many, now I'm so confused. How many children do you have? Let's start there.
How many children do I have? I have 1 by my wife, possibly 2. We're going to get to that, too. I have a set of twins, and I have an oldest son that stays in outside Detroit.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, all right.
You saying the 3rd child is not yours? Is that what we're saying today?
That's a possibility.
He did indicate that in his papers, that he was unsure as to whether or not that child was his. Why don't you tell me why you have concerns with respect to whether that child is yours?
Because she was having relations with a friend of mine. And when I found out, they tried to say, well, we was at the club, we just randomly met. And I was like, no, you ain't just randomly met him. Because he don't do that type of stuff.
Ms. Taylor, what do you have to say about that?
So we're talking about the friend now? Okay, so I did meet his friend on Facebook. He's correct. I didn't know it was his friend. It was just a guy who, you know, I was talking to on Facebook. And we were communicating for a year before we started, you know, to be intimate. But at that point, me and my husband had been separated for a year, and it was a lot of other drama going on. So
my friend, though?
I didn't know it was his friend, Your Honor.
Gotcha.
At all. But then I did find out it was his friend.
And asked her what she do then.
So, but you were separated when she got involved with this guy.
Exactly, my point.
True.
I get it. I
So
know
he
whose
wanted me to
babies
stop.
belong
This guy was treating me with respect. He showed me that he loved me. We had a relationship. Like, we were doing stuff together all the time, spending time together, you know, building a relationship. And he was telling me about a childhood story, and he used my husband's nickname from his childhood. And I'm like, wow, they called my husband that name. And he looked at my tattoo, because my tattoo has my husband's name. We both have each other's names. And he looked at my tattoo. He's like, oh, my gosh, I think you woo wife. And we went into it, and that's all.
So do you have any questions as to whether or not that your youngest is his?
Yes, because we were not together. But when he found out I was, you know, had this relationship building with this guy who was his friend, then he came over. He was watching my daughter, and we were intimate one time. And I didn't know.
Only take one time.
Can I say this? When you're in the process of building a relationship with somebody, you don't have unprotected sex.
Thank you.
You just don't do it. I mean, I don't know what you're looking over there for. You got 9,000 children out there by 5,000 different women. You know, you cannot impregnate and go. Getting pregnant and having babies is a huge deal. And you got to know this other person. You got to be married to them, and you got to watch them. And you got to know what they're going to do, and then you got to watch them some more. And then maybe 3 years after you're married, you looked up and down, you know he's cool, then you mix gene pools. Not
That's
until.
right. That's right.
It's a big friggin' deal
That's right.
to have kids.
That's right.
Now that I have established that, I want to talk about the $50,000.
Ooh-wee.
Next, could Willie's $50,000 accident settlement explain Tanita's behavior? Are you considering marriage but aren't sure that your intended is really right for you? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Divorce Court. Real relationships, raw emotion. Testimony continues now.
Mrs. Taylor, you believe that, well, first of all, Mr. Taylor, you got a $50,000 settlement.
Yes, I did.
In what, 2011?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Tell me under what circumstances you got that settlement.
I was hurt in a bus accident. Boxcar ran to the back of the bus and ejected me out of my seat.
A boxcar?
Yeah. It was a nice-sized boxcar.
Wow.
My 3 and 4 L is messed up in my back.
Yeah?
And my vertebrae. And I couldn't walk. I went through a lot of physical therapy. I went through a lot. I mean, a lot. And my wife wasn't there to support me, you know, to be honest.
Were you two separated at the time?
No.
No, but she just wasn't supportive.
Yeah, she wasn't supportive. And they wanted me to have a back operation. So this might seem a little funny, but Tyler Perry, when a girl pushed him in the tub and told him stop blowing the bubble.
Oh, right, yeah,
I said,
yeah.
you're not gonna do me like that because I don't trust you. That's why I didn't have the back operation, first of all. And my wife was money hungry. Money hungry.
Well, she seems to believe, and this is why she is here, that she is entitled to 50% of that $50,000.
Yes.
Am I accurate? Now, tell me why you believe you're entitled to that sum.
Because he actually got the settlement in 2012 when my daughter, the same day my daughter was born is when he got his actual check. And before we got married, he kept promising me when he got his check, he was going to do this and do that. But of course, we were going through stuff. He had the baby, the second child, you know, the baby, all that stuff was going on. And I was pregnant, and it was actually dangerous for me to conceive a child because I had just had a major weight loss surgery, which was part of our marriage falling apart because he said he liked bigger women. Like every other woman I've seen him date, or, you know, I don't know if they're like almost his height and 400, 500 pounds, literally. And so...
you said you got chased by one, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, she beat him up. He had 2 black eyes, so he couldn't see. So
I'm sorry, Miss Dad, I shouldn't laugh. It's not right.
She told me, he called me and was like, can you please come and get me because I can't see out my eye. And I'm scared, Your Honor. I'm only 5'2", and I'm like, I can't fight. I'm from Grand Rapids. I'm not from Detroit. I don't. So I went and got his brother to get him. And when we seen his face, his brother was like, you need to pull over because you can't drive like that. So we pulled over at the gas station, and she came out of nowhere with her homegirls or whatever. They're like gangsters. And she jumped in his car, and he's getting in my car. I'm looking at his eye. His truck goes past us. I'm like, what? Are we being carjacked? Because I was new to Detroit. I'm just thinking we're being carjacked. And he said, no, that's her. Follow her because, I don't want her to mess up my car. So I'm on the phone with the police. We're following behind her. We get to an intersection, and she couldn't go forward, so she decided to just ram the truck back into us and push us down the street 250 feet, according to the police report.
Now, if I put that in a script, they would say, no, that's unbelievable. Did that happen to you, Mr. Taylor?
Yeah, that's happened.
We have a police report.
No kidding. Did you like her less when she got lighter? When she wasn't as heavy as she was?
I mean,
everybody, you have the right to like what you like, Mr. Taylor.
You're right. I like what
you like.
I like thick women,
You like thick women?
Your Honor,
that's
can I say something? Because, that's what he's been saying. That's his story. I like bigger, plus-size women. But when I started losing weight, when I lost, my first 50 pounds, all of a sudden, when we started being intimate, he want to have me on the wall, pick me up, have me upside down, doing all kind of acrobatic stuff, which I know he's not doing with a person who's 300 pounds, and he got a bad back.
But, you can't blame him, man. He's got new abilities with a new sized wife, and he just wants to take advantage of it. That's okay.
He was all into it and mad at me because I wasn't trying to do all this.
Now, I've heard a lot about big women and getting beat up and getting chased and getting rammed and having sex on the wall, but I have yet to hear anything about the $50,000. So I want to hear about the $50,000.
Okay.
When divorce court continues, is there any money left? And what about the children?
Do you think Willie and Tanita can ever have a trusting relationship? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
So, Mrs. Taylor, why don't you tell me why you believe you're entitled to half of the $50,000 settlement that he got for his back injury?
Okay, because I had his child because he wanted me to have it. It was very dangerous and risky. And he told me that if I had the baby, he was going to take care of her and he was going to give me all these things once he got the money. He didn't do anything. He didn't give me a dime.
He didn't care for you or do any of the things that he said he was going to do for you financially?
He didn't even show up to the hospital when I had her.
Totally different topic, but I'm going to explore it. Mr. Taylor, did you fail to show up at the hospital when she had her baby? The one that you wanted her to have?
No.
Another one?
This is a new baby.
No, you wasn't there for the first one either. That's the day he got his check. He got his check the same day she was born.
Wait, did you miss them both?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
You missed them both?
Yes, I did.
How does that happen? Were you out of town on business, couldn't get back in time?
No.
I understand why he wasn't there because he just got $50,000. I was in Grand Rapids, he was in Detroit, so he had the rush of, having $50,000. But I feel like he should at least came the next day. I was in the hospital for 5 days because, like I said, it was dangerous.
He didn't come at all?
No.
I didn't, Your Honor. I didn't.
And how can you feel okay
I didn't say I feel okay about that. I apologize for her all the time about that. I know.
What were you doing? How were you occupying your time when she was in the hospital having your baby?
She thought I had the amount that she thought I had. But see, after all my physical therapy and after all my medical bills, I didn't have what she thought. She went behind my back and called my lawyer and tried to find out what was going on with my money. Told her she's money hungry. That's all she is.
She I had to pay bills, so yeah, I did.
And when she found out, she said, oh, you got this money, this and that. But I had a cashier check for like $20,000.
After all the bills were paid to the doctors and
I couldn't cash it. I went to the bank. They say, well, we're not gonna give you this type of money. We can give you some. And I'm like, okay. But they like, we can't even give it to you today. You gotta come back tomorrow to get the money.
What kind kind of bank do you go to?
I mean, this is Michigan. You know, anything might happen in Michigan.
Yeah.
So I came back. She had the baby. I came back the next day, got some money off the cashier check, and they didn't even give me the whole $25,000. They gave me like $5,000.
What happened with the money once you got it?
I bought a truck.
You bought a truck?
I bought a car.
Bought a car?
And I was broke.
And then you were broke?
No, he was partying, Your Honor.
I mean, you know, a few $100 here and there.
Where are the car and the truck now? Where are the car and truck now?
Ask her where the truck at.
Where's the truck?
Where's the truck?
Yeah.
That was her half.
Well,
where's the truck?
The truck was impounded off my property.
Tell the judge what to do to the truck to get it impounded.
Were you driving the truck?
She tore that boy up.
What happened to the truck?
Bust the windows out my car, pushed my doors the opposite way, put sugar in my tank, took this thing, I never seen anything look like that thing right there. Speared it through my front windshield, cut my seats up. I don't know.
Ms. Taylor, did you beat up the car?
Butcher knife was big as
I
my
didn't do all
arm,
that, but
stabbing
yes,
my
I did do a
tires.
couple things to the car.
Now, why did you beat up the car?
Because, Your Honor, I was working like 12 to 15 hours a day. He was watching my daughter. I was paying him to watch my daughter, even though that's her dad. You know, it was a long period of time. I didn't know if he was going to have her somewhere else. So I was giving him $200 a week to watch my daughter. And I gave him money to get his car fixed because something wasn't running right. He needed plates and insurance and all that. I didn't have a right to work. I was renting cars before the girl ran into my car. Then they told me I couldn't rent from that company anymore, so I wasn't getting the same savings. I didn't have
You guys weren't a good risk.
Right, so I fixed his car, gave him the money, fixed his car under intentions he was going to take me back and forth to work every day.
So you were just hot? You were angry?
Well, no, I gave him the money to get his car fixed. When I got it fixed, I woke up the next morning like, okay, time to take me to work. He's like, I ain't taking you to work. I'm like, well, how am I going to get to work? He's like, get there the best way you can, because when we went to go get this oil change, they said it needed something else, which they always do. They always gonna find another little tweak, but it wasn't gonna stop the car from running. So I feel like, okay, since you're not gonna take me to work, I'm gonna go outside and take my money I put into the car out of the car.
I gotcha. I feel exhausted and abused by your relationship, and I wasn't even in it.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, I want to say this, and I know I told you that I felt abused by your relationship, and I do, because it was a hot, rocky mess from beginning to end. I like you people for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but I do. I don't know, maybe because you entertained me. I don't know what it is. So I'm not going to yell at anybody.
Okay.
But I am going to be firm about what I'm about to say. You can't conduct business in a random manner. You can't just have this baby over here and have a piece of job over there and take this hunk of money and spend it and this, and I'm gonna go here and then tear up the car, getting shit, you know what I mean? That's messy. Yeah. That's a very messy situation. Disordered life. And when you have a messy, disordered life, you're gonna have messy, disordered children. Nothing worse than a messy, disordered child. You really gotta pull it in, rein it in, and pull it together. No more procreating, people. No, you got plenty of kids. You know, you get into a relationship, a solid marriage that has lasted some time and you want to have kids, then go ahead. But don't just randomly populate. It's not good for anybody. You know what I mean? And you're decent people, I think. I think you're in a disassembled neighborhood. I think there's chaos all around you, and it's easy to get caught up in chaos if you're not truly and strongly directed in a forward manner. So I'm going to ask you to get fully and strongly directed in a forward manner so the chaos around you cannot flip you about and put you on the street. That's all I'm going to say about that. Having said that, I will say this. He ran through that money. The money was his. It was for his pain and suffering. It was for his bills, if you were still together. But he spent it on a truck and a car that you guys were both involved with, and you tore one of them up. So I can't turn around now and tell this man he's got to come up with $25,000 that he never really had to give you half the money for the pain he had in his back. Therefore, there will be no recovery. It is so ordered.
Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court. On Divorce Court today. High school sweethearts had 3 babies, got married, and now in their 20s, they are growing apart. Jawan got their car towed at a strip club, and Charity got a GED. Can they get back on the same path? Charity Cooper and Jawan Cooper have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court starts now.
Mr. and Mrs. Cooper, you've come here. You don't really want to get a divorce. In fact, you want me to help you avoid that altogether. So before I can tell you what's up, you got to tell me what's going on. So, Ms. Cooper, I'm going to start with you. Give me a little background on this marriage and why it's going south.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. Well, I met Juan when I was 16. He's my first love, my first everything. The only man I ever been with. As a matter of fact, I think I might have had 1 kiss from another boy in 3rd grade.
After that, it's all
It's
Mr.
been
Cooper.
him. It's been him. And we had our first child. I was 17. He was 16. And he went to school, and I decided to work to provide for our family. Then we had another baby when I was 19. And we just recently had a little girl 7 weeks ago. Well, the problem is, we're not communicating anymore. We don't date anymore as far as like going out, just the 2 of us, because the children and finances, of course.
Well, Mr. Cooper, you're anxious to speak over there, so I'm going to turn to you and ask you to tell me what you think the nature of the problem is.
Your Honor, we are here because my wife thinks that I need a GPS tracking system on me at all times. I cannot leave the house. If I leave the house for any amount of time, she's going to get angry with me. She wants to know where I'm going.
You're going, who you been with.
Yes, who I'm going to see, where, and I just can't take it. It's too. She wants to be my parent instead of being my wife.
Okay. Now, Mr. Cooper, have you ever given her any reason to be concerned about your fidelity? Does she have a reason to be jealous?
Yes.
I cheated in the past.
Well, now, wait a minute. You're 26 years old. You don't have much of a past. It's all present.
We've been together for 11 years, though, Your Honor. We've been together for 11 years.
So how much cheating and when did it occur?
The cheating that she's referring to was a one-time thing when I was 18 years old. I was a teenager.
But we had children when we were teenagers.
We had a child when we were teenagers. We had a child.
Right.
We had Jalen.
Now, hang on. Don't come arguing in here. Mrs. Cooper, let me ask you this. Is it just that one cheat that has caused you to mistrust him for the next 10 years?
Yes. Because like I said, Your Honor, this is the only man I've been with. When my grandmother, she raised me as being a decent woman. She said, as soon as you lay down with a man, you consider to be married. So, as soon as I decided
first of all, don't listen to that. Because once you lay down with a man considered to be married, please don't. That makes no sense. You're married when you've known him for 2-3 years. He's shown up a good guy. You got a job. He got a job. Ain't nobody got any babies. That's when you're married. And then you go say, I do.
I gave him my body.
Yeah.
You know, and that's sacred to me.
And I ain't done nothing wrong.
Mrs. Cooper, I get that. I guess what I'm trying to say is your body should be so sacred that you don't give it away at 16. That's what I'm saying. Because you can't, just because you had sex with somebody, say, he's going to be mine forever. Because a lot of times the first guy you have sex with isn't the right guy to be with. So I just want you to do things in the right order is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? The fact that you had sex does not mean you're committed to him.
It's just the way I was raised. Like, your body is a temple. When you get with a guy, you get with the guy, and you don't give it to everybody. And that's just the way I was brought up.
Oh, yeah. I was brought up even deeper than that. I was brought up, you don't even get with a guy until you're married. I was brought up, don't have no baby. I was deeper than that. I had my first baby at 32, and I had been married for 3 years. So how you were raised is one thing. How you deal with what you've done is quite another. You see what I'm saying? So you did things that you were raised not to do. You had a baby at 16. Can I be pissed at you forever for that?
But I mean, I married him. I mean, it's not like I got with him in the intent of marrying him. I didn't get with him just as a fling or, you know.
And you've been perfect.
I've done wrong. Not to him.
And don't you... You're killing me over here. You're killing me. Let me ask you this. That's the way you were raised. Was that with Christian values, or was that just simply about your value? It's not religious-based, or what?
It was mostly Christian values, but as a woman should hold herself.
Okay. What's the number one thing it is about being Christian that makes you a Christian? Jesus died for your sins. There was, and hence you are...
Forgiven.
Forgiven. How can you not forgive and be, you know, that's the basis of the whole thing. What separates from everything is that there is forgiveness. Right. So you can't say, I hold my Christian values that he demeaned when he cheated on me once when he was 18 and silly, and say, on the same note, my Christian values would not allow me to forgive. If you don't have forgiveness, the rest of it don't mean much.
I'm just not going to forget it. So when he goes out, that's still in the back of my head.
No.
I'm not a fool.
I know. No. Well, a little bit. A little bit. Let me tell you why. If you base every single day of your future on what he did wrong when he was 18, that is foolish.
Next, how did Charity react when an all-night birthday party at a strip club ends with Jawan spending their rent money to get their car out of impound? Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real relationships in crisis. Divorce Court continues.
Now, Mr. Cooper, is there anything you want to say before I fuss at you?
Oh, yes, there's a lot I need to say, Your Honor.
Well, don't say a lot. Say one thing.
Okay, well, the first, I'm going to tell y'all the real reason why we're here. The real reason is because I can't go out the house. I can't leave my own house. If I leave out the house for 40 minutes and come back, I don't have a wife to talk to for the next 2 days because she's going to completely shut me out, give me the cold shoulder, all of this. She makes a mountain out of a molehill.
Let me help you out. You're not here because you can't go out. You're here because your wife is hurt, and she can't get unhurt. And my question to you is, what have you done to heal the hurt that you caused? I know it was a while ago, but did you at any point in time address it, acknowledge it, accept it, and treat it?
Yes, ma'am. When she was pregnant with my second son, I let her know that I was going to change my life around. I was going to mature up. I was 19 at the time. So I told her, you know, I'm finna mature up. I'm finna stay at home more with you and the kids. You know, I'm gonna stop running the streets so much, which I did. I did my part. But at the same time, if I'm not going out for 2 weeks straight and I say, oh, you know, I want to go over here in the neighborhood and play some basketball, I should be able to do that.
Let me ask you a question. What if I got a hammer? No. Hang on. What if I got a hammer and I went over to you and beat you all up in the head with it? Just whooped you. Broke your nose, busted your lip, popped your eye, all of that. And then I put the hammer down and said, you know, I won't do it again. Would you stop bleeding?
No, I wouldn't.
Would your nose still hurt?
Yes, it would.
What would you have to do about that nose? Would you just sit there and watch it be all crooked? What would you do about that nose?
You would have to get some medical attention.
You would have to actually touch the nose, fix it, adjust it, and care for it. You never touched her nose. You just put the hammer down and said no more.
I've done that. I've done that with her. I've done that. Have I not? Did I not make up for it?
No, he didn't make up. But you're still suffering for it, so you haven't fixed it yet.
But
I don't think you know how to fix it.
But that shouldn't affect things, you know, almost a decade down the road.
If I broke your nose and didn't fix it, it would still point to the left.
But 10 years later, I'm not going to be mad at you for it anymore.
No, but your nose would still be pointing to the left.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And what I want you to do is to acknowledge that you have something to fix. You can't just say she has a problem. I've told her that she needs to give it up, but you need to help her do that.
As a matter of fact, his friend had a birthday. I said it was fine with me. Hey, go hang out at the bar with your friend. The problem that I had is that he winded up on the other side of town at a strip club, and our car got towed, and we had to use our rent money to get the car out of the tow yard. So now we sat back and rent because
Because he's doing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Mr. Cooper, would you care to address that?
Yes, ma'am. I went out for a night on the town with my friend. It was his birthday. We decided to go and hit some spots. She was angry about it. I don't know what she's talking about. She didn't mind.
Angry.
Yes, she was. She was mad about it.
I was angry that our car got
But
towed.
in the long run, I went out. You know, some things went wrong, and the car ended up getting towed. I was stuck. I'm stuck all the way in a whole nother state. I come
you
home.
Were in another state?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was in a whole nother state, you know, because we went across the river, you know, to go to the strip club or whatever. And, you know, I can't help what the police do. You know, I ended up...
You can't help what the police do.
No, I can't help what they do. If they wanted to take the car, they took the car. What am I supposed to do?
You do the right thing, and then the police, they got nothing to do.
I was doing the right thing, Your Honor. They said it was parked wrong. They didn't put no ticket on the car or nothing. They just came and took it. It was parked on the street, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooper, I enjoy you because you're lighthearted. But I also think you're a little bit fast and loose with the way you conduct your business. Wait, hang on. You're a little, you know, you blow things off, you do whatever, and that's what's causing her distress over there.
Well,
you know, my husband called me, hey, baby, I'm in another state, and I'm at a strip club, and the car is gone, and we're going to have to pay the mortgage money to get the car back. You can bet me and that brother going to have a conversation.
When divorce court continues, does family intervention help this couple stay together or push them farther apart?
Charity and Jawan started their family together in high school. Do you think that after 11 years they have grown too far apart? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Mrs. Cooper, I'm just going to ask you, what's up with his mother?
Well, I mean, he making it out to be a bigger issue than what it is. I mean, me and his mom was real close at one point in time. And he wound up getting into it with her about a situation. I can't even remember because it was a while back. And it's like she came over and she wanted the kids or something. And ever since then, I just haven't really spoke with her like I used to.
Right. But it started with something he started.
Yeah, it's something that
they got into.
That's his mother. I didn't get involved with that at all.
About the ultimatum.
What is your version of the issue with her mother?
Me and my mother got into a little spat about something that was on social media, and she kind of came down.
Hold up. You got into a spat with your mother about Facebook?
Yes, ma'am. She thought something that was posted was about her. And she came down to confront me at the house, and it was kind of, you know, it got a little heated, and, you know, we got into it, and, you know, whatever. It was through, and it was over with, you know. But, you know, she continues to keep it rolling, you know. When it's over, it's done with. And then, you know, she getting to the point where if I go see my mama, she mad at me. She get mad at me.
Ms. Cooper, has he forgiven his mother for whatever happened on Facebook?
Yeah, and I haven't had anything to say about that.
But are you still mad with her that they had an argument? I mean, if he forgave her, why can't you?
That they had an argument. I'm mad because it was when she said that she was going to take our children. You know, those are my children.
Oh, now what happened when
she came down to the house to confront him about the social media? She was like, she's coming to get our kids, and she was going to call the police. I don't even know what happened on the social media to even start.
But she was threatening to have your kids taken away from you?
She was threatening to take them herself, not from the state or anything.
She just wanted the kids. She was just wanting. And we was going through some trouble at times, and so after I put what I put on there, She was like, you know, all right, well, just let me get the kids, and she did it. She was
didn't
angry.
say it like that.
Okay, but fast forward.
You don't really think that she wanted to actually take your children from them and keep them?
That was out of her character for one. She came midnight. Midnight. That was just completely out of her character to just come over at 12 o'clock a.m. So I didn't know if she really meant it or not. You know. So, I mean, at that time, you saying that you want my kids and you were going to call the police, that is what I'm thinking, because it's out of character for you to come to my house at midnight. You never done that before. So, I mean...
And once again, that was months ago.
And once somebody does something to you, that's it. You're unforgiving. And it's killing you, not everybody around you. It's a terrible thing to be unforgiving, because eventually you're always going to be alone, because human beings screw up all the time. It's just a matter of what day. And if you're unforgiving, you're going to be more and more isolated, because you're going to have all of these reasons why you don't like all of these different people, and you're going to end up by yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Open your heart up a little bit to other people's, you know, errors. You say she's insecure about her body. Why don't you tell me about that, and then we're going to roll on into something
My beautiful
more meaningful.
wife here, I mean, she's beautiful. You can look at her. She's the most beautiful woman in the world to me. But she won't do anything as far as to herself to keep her looking beautiful.
What is it you want her to change?
If I make a suggestion of something like, oh, you know, you'll look nice in there. Oh, you just like her. Why don't you go be with her then?
I never said
What
that.
kind of things do you suggest, Ms. Cooper? What kind of things do you suggest?
I just suggest little things like, you know, go put your hair up, you know, come to bed and a little, you know, something nice. Something, you know, give me, you know, I come home from work, you know, give me a little gift, you know, just, you know, put on a little something nice and, you know.
But so you're not looking for any alterations in her person. You just want her to put on some gear every once in a while.
Yeah, you know, spice it up, spruce it up. We've been together 11 years.
I don't have any gear, and if he want me to wear gear, he needs to buy me some.
Oh.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
Mr. Cooper, if I can say this, I think you're a nice guy. I think you're a funny guy. But I also think you're playing a little light with her feelings. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you don't feel that way, because you don't agree with how she feels, and I think she needs to move past some things. You just disregard them altogether. And that doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. You still got a little boy going on. Man up a little bit. No, seriously, man up a little bit. Stay in the same state. Just, you know.
Just like to have a good time, Yana, that's all.
I understand that, but it's hurting her. The way you're doing it is hurting her. Maybe what you should do for a while is go out with her and lavish attention on her. Look forward to being with her, and that will give her the security that she needs to let go of what was. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Don't keep saying, let it go, put on some 90s, let it go, put on some 90s. It's, you know, love who she is right now.
I try to take her places, you know. You know,
You try. Don't try. Just do.
We had movie nights.
At home.
Yeah, watch a movie at home. What a piece of shit. We got 3 kids.
Hey, Mr. Cooper, all I can say to you is this. If you want your marriage to be better, don't do what you were doing. You need to make her happy, and you need to work to make her happy, Mrs. Cooper. Mm-hmm. You have to decide that other people's wrongs are simply that. Right. They don't define you. They shouldn't determine your future. They shouldn't determine how you feel. You've got to let stuff go, because it's beating you up more than it's beating anybody else up. And I don't know what you do for passion and happy, but I think you should find some of your own so that you're not so dependent on other people's, what they do, what they say, and their opinion to make you happy and full. Right. And I think if you have a grander life, the small hurts don't hurt as much, because your life is so huge. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I think you guys are gonna be fine. I think what you did is you wanted me to come here and bring him here for me to tell him he's being a jerk and a fool. So here we go, you've been a jerk and a fool. And I think you brought me here to tell her that she's being overly sensitive and silly, and you being overly sensitive and silly. So yes, I've said everything that you've wanted me to say. Did you hear anything that I said before I said the stuff you wanted me to say. Did you hear any of it?
Yeah.
I know she is. I'm worried about you.
I've been listening to everything, y'all. And yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna ask somebody to call you in a month and see if you've been doing the right thing.
All right.
And if you haven't been doing the right thing, I'm gonna talk about you.
I always
Social
do the
media,
right
Twitter,
thing,
I'm
y'all.
gonna blow it up. Say, Brother Cooper is not on the right track. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, this matter is adjourned. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Charity and Jawan accept the judge's ruling and vow to change the way they treat each other. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.